Hello everybody, and welcome to the very first Randomizer stream of 2023. It is Thursday, January 12th, and like I mentioned, time for a Randomizer stream. This is theoretically the year where we can actually eliminate every Mastermind from the rotation. There's only a handful left. We have an entire year. There's definitely some expansions coming this year, but each expansion in a small box only has 2 Masterminds, so that's 8 or 9 if we get a medium box this year, if there's 4 sets. So there's a good chance we still could go through all of them this year. And I look forward to seeing if we can do it. Chat is not updating on the screen. Do you not? That's weird. I'm seeing that right now. I see chat on my update, but I don't see you guys on the screen at all. And what the heck's going on there? Let me fix that real quick so that we can see what's going on. Okay, hide, show chat box. No, that's not. Here we go. Chat box is not showing. What the heck? I have to fix that because that's the way I see you guys. Let me fix the source. Talk amongst yourselves. All right, there we go. Somebody said something. All right. I don't know why it didn't work before, but now it is. I think this is the old chat, but whatever. I can see chat. So hello, it worked. I see your chat flip-flop, and nobody else's yet, but I see MVL Marcus, AS Miller, everybody in chat. Hello, Cleric Raptor. It's your first time chat. Welcome to the channel. All right, back to what I was doing before I interrupted myself with technical difficulties. We're going to be playing our first Randomizer League game of the year, but we have some results to go over for this past week. I was off last week, so I gave you one of my classic setups from my first run of Randomizer streams before I started the league, and let's see how you guys did. This was Baron Helmet Zemo's Intergalactic Kree Nega Bomb. Classic chat today till I fix it. But how do you think that went today, or this past week? The Kree Nega Bomb scheme is always one that can be unforgiving because it's random chance whether you pull a explosion or not. And it can really change how your game goes. Any guesses to what the win rate and fun level was for this week? And yeah, I think this is going to be the year that we do eliminate all the Masterminds. And by the way, what happens in that case is if I go through all the Masterminds, that means we put all the Masterminds back in the rotation, and we continue to try to eliminate every single scheme, because we're about halfway through the schemes, I think. But all right, let's go ahead and take a look at the results of Baron Zemo's Intergalactic Kree Nega Bomb. Here we go, turning on the thing. There we go. All right, so it was an 82% win rate, which makes it easy, relatively. And then we've got 3.8 out of 5, so that made it great. So if you want an easy, great setup, this is one to look at. Let's go ahead and look at our results for setup B, and then setup A. Where? That's so far away. Where's everybody? Not a lot of games for setup B, but let's take a look. So our top 10 is everybody who played. The randomizer is amazing. If you're talking about the actual randomizer app, that is not me, so I agree, it is amazing. If you're talking about something else that I'm part of, thank you. But I love that you can randomize this game. The roguelike. Legendary Legacy Arcade. Yeah, I'm glad you like it. I had a lot of fun putting it together and playing it. If you'd like to see some actual arcade gameplay, I know Jinjo's member of the community has streamed or recorded some arcade games. You can check that out. I haven't actually done that yet myself. I think some other people might do that. So I'm glad you're enjoying arcade. If you guys want to play arcade, you can go to arcade.bigaltalkgames.com to play the roguelike modification of Legendary that I put together. All right, here we go. Top 10 for setup B. Red John is at 10th place with 9 total rank points. 9th place is Mikey Gill with 19 total rank points. 8th place goes to Off the Cuff, and there's only about 4 comments for setup B. I'm going to read them all. So 7th place is a tie between Off the Cuff and Joe Stone. So well done. Oh, no problem. Happy to read your comments. Happy to have you here. 21 total rank points for each of them. And Off the Cuff says, Peter Parker's bear combined with Wolverine meant I kept hitting Zemo for enough attack that it didn't matter how many villains I had. Going up to 6th place is Caprivi with 23 total rank points. And 4th place was a tie between Adrian Miller and Ollie and Kyla with 23.5 total rank points each. And it looks like that one escape knocked Ollie and Kyla down, but still got 4th place tie there. And they said Peter and Wolverine was a strong duo, as was Hawkeye and Daredevil. We may be. Nah, we are salty because we got stuck with 3 rares, Daredevil, Hawkeye, and Rocket in the HQ, and then had a twist that exploded the HQ, and then on top of that, one escape just soured it. Yeah, I feel you, but well done there, though, despite the escape. Third place goes to MVL Marcus, who I'm pretty sure is here in chat. 24 total rank points there. Being able to see a healthy amount of 2-cost instinct cards from Daredevil, Wolverine, and Peter, including his rare, really helped steamroll Zemo. Made it just in time after pulling 3 Scheme Twists from the Nega Bomb deck, so it's definitely a nail-biter. Speaking of nail-biters, second place goes to Jay Parnell, who says the Nega Bomb deck giveth and taken away 0 KO'd heroes this game as all instinct on one side and best of with Rocket, Hawkeye, and Daredevil on the other side made relatively quick work of Zemo. 25 total right points for Jay Parnell there. A little bit longer of a game with 6th place in turns, but the points per turn pushed him up there. And speaking of being pushed up, first place here goes to Snash 108 with a first place win for Setup B this week with 31 total rank points. So well done there. Let's go ahead and take a look at our Setup A results, the one that I played. Yeah, good job, Snash. All right, any top 3 for Marcus, top 1 for Snash. All right, so let's read Jay Parnell's comment at 12th place there for Setup A, who says, well, I do think this scheme can be interesting. Man, do we have bad luck with it. 5 twists in 17 turns, and we only revealed the bystander on twist 3. It's too bad because I love 4/5 of the heroes in this setup. Oh, and Montax said a thing. Always happy to sub to the best legendary content creator. I have to hide this so I can read what you said. Thank you so much for that. Very kind words. Thanks for being so awesome. Hope that you enjoyed your break. I did enjoy my break, and I'm very happy to be back too. Thank you so much for the resub. The Prime sub, Montax. 2022's Legendary Gamer winner. All right. Looks like Julian's there at 10th place with 13.5 total rank points. Tied with Joss Stone for the same amount of points. 9th place goes to Off the Cuff. Amazingly, I went 6 twists before pulling one out of the Nega Bomb deck, says Off the Cuff at 24.5 total rank points. 8th place goes to Mikey Gill at 25.5 total rank points. I mean, you have a whole year to do it, Marcus, so good luck. I think you can pull it off. Speaking of you, 7th place is your score for Setup A, 26.5 total rank points. 6th place, Snash 108, 29 total rank points for Snash. 5th place is Kyler, 30.5 total rank points. 4th place goes to Caprivi with 31.5 total rank points. Yeah, moving up to 2nd place. Oh, wait. 3rd place. I wonder why the colors are off. Red John, 32 total rank points. It's because first place was at another tie between Adrian Miller and Ollie and Kyla. They tied for 4th place in Setup B, 1st place in Setup A, so they couldn't get enough of each other this time. 37.5 total rank points for each of them. Ollie and Kyla did a little bit better in turns, and Adrian did better in points per turn, but yeah, twinsies, or triplets, I guess. All right, Ollie and Kyla said Kyla got BFG pretty early, and that compares with Morforge and Moon Knight, which made it pretty easy. Ollie was able to KO like 7 heroes and some moons, but was still just utter crap. I'm pretty sure Ollie's the one who writes these descriptions too, so that's kind of funny. But I'm glad you had a good game. Yeah, triplets is what I would go with too. All right, and that's the results of that league setup. So now we're gonna go ahead and play a game that is gonna be totally random today. I have no idea what's happening. Let's hide that. Let's get all the regular stuff up. It's the first game of 2023 Randomizer game. What do you want to see? What do you think we're going to see? And who do you definitely not want to see? and then I'll probably roll that last one, the one we don't want to see. You did that on purpose. Of course you did. I have not used Mr. Fantastic in a while. He's always a lot of fun, especially with other card draw mechanics. So that would be cool. Grim Reaper, I think, is still in this thing. We got some Masterminds that can't show up as epics, but there still are some epics that can appear. So that could be terrifying. So who knows? Randomizer's not the same without Red Skull. I mean, he'll be back once we get through all the Masterminds. So if we don't get, we didn't do Killbots. We did Red Skull. So if we don't get to Killbots by the time we eliminate all the Masterminds, we could get Red Skull Killbots after they're all back in. Some Black Widow heroes would be nice. Doing some Unleash from Undercover. Who do I want to see today? Bishop was, one of Bishop's cards was the card of the day today, so I'd love to actually use Bishop because I was reminded how great of a hero set he is. Storm, one more appearance of Storm in Setup A, and she is eliminated, so that could happen as well. And that's enough chat. Deadpool schemes, the ones that make you use Deadpool. Did we get... I don't think we got rid of the Chimichanga one yet, but I don't remember off the top of my head. All right, let's randomize this. I think I did all the settings properly. Let's see, I don't mess this up for the first stream of the year, randomizer-wise. And here we go. Let's assemble in... Oh, wait, did it just freeze on me? No, it totally didn't. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, assemble. Okay. Oh. I have it. Okay, so I have to fix that first villain group. I have to randomize the third one. But I'll stick with everything else. We've got Ego and an unveiled scheme. This is a weird one. This is a very weird one. I got to randomize the third villain group because I forgot to custom in there. But we're going to play through the rest. Let me go ahead and get everything. I am not going to build this quickly. So at the end of this, I'll randomize one more villain. But look at all the expansions we need for this one. All right, let's go ahead and find everything. Oh, predictions. Let me do that because this is going to be a weird one to predict. I don't think we've played Ego yet in a randomizer league. So let's do the prediction right now. 10 minutes for you. Go. It is up. It might be a short stream day, or I might just commit to... Oh, I can't commit to it. You don't know. I'm supposed to know what it is. We'll see how it goes. We'll see how this plays out. Travel Size says double promo use. That is true. I do have all the promos available. Let's go. All right. If you don't know what promos he's talking about, it's the Travel Size Extra Life ones. We got the Destroyed City of Spaces, and we got the Singularity Investigators. So let's get everything. Stop shattering. And I gotta zoom out the camera. It's gonna be a whole thing. There's Ego. Where's my schemes? There's really no better way to do this. Oh, here we go. All right, here's all the unveiled schemes, unveiled schemes. What would an Extra City Space promo look like if that was the case? I'm going to jump over to Scheme Twister to get that last villain group, but we'll get Radiation and Killmonger's lead. Got some core. Means we got some wounding on top of everything else. And Sapien League. Okay, looks like more of the people who think I'm going to win are more confident right now. Dairy Queen would be funny. Stark Tower. Coulson, Ms. America, General Okoye, She-Hulk, and Stingray. So you got a little bit of Deadpool in there. Not exactly what was asked for. But it's something. So my chat deal, my Franker Faces chat is down, but the regular chat is up. So if you use those extra emotes, they won't work today. I'll have to fix that another time. Ms. America. Teleporting is nice. We've got Okoye, always fun. Wound mitigation. She-Hulk. Really enjoyed the She-Hulk hero set. And then we got Stingray. Mercs for money. There they are. Okay. So let's real quick randomize that last villain group on Scheme Twister so I don't have to get rid of this whole thing. Let me upload it, though. I thought I got rid of that custom, but I guess I didn't. Okay. So let me pop this up, make sure I did this correctly. All right, so let's, is everything selected? Yeah, everything's like, let's just, okay, whatever the first non-always leads villain group that comes up is going to be the first villain group for this setup. So, twist. So, it's the Defenders is going to be the last, or I guess the first villain group here. So, Defenders is what we're getting. All right. So, instead of Kings, pretend that says Defenders. There we are. And then we've got... All right, that's all the cards, so let's go ahead and put everything together. And... Okay, let's place everything where it's supposed to go. Yeah, a lot of promos, a lot of stuff to deal with. So bear with me here. We've got... If is anybody in chat who does not know how Ego works? Because He's one of the coolest masterminds there is. So crazy. Okay. Yeah, I believe so. So I'll go over that in a second. And yeah, because that's really the only way to do it. But we will see. I really want to eliminate these Messiah Complex veiled schemes so that doesn't happen anymore. But that's the way the cookie crumbles. The only other alternative is that nobody plays this for the league and I do a new one. But that's it. And then here's the awesome Singularity Investigators. I mean, you said it all right there, Viral. Ego who? Okay. Let's see if I can at least beat the time of the the time of the predictions. All right, so let's get the villain deck together. So Ego adds 1 extra villain group. He always leads. I'll just shortcut this real quick. So this is Epic Ego. Thank goodness it's not Epic Ego. That's pretty good. What do you plan on doing with that CPU upgrade? So Ego always leads any villain group plus add an additional villain group. That's all I wanted to show that to you. So we've got Killmonger's League Radiation and Defenders and the Sapien League. I'll do my best. And then Singularity Investigators uses 9 twists. Little showcase of the 2022 stuff with this setup. It was actually so I can give my old parts to my kids. His PC kept crashing and the parts were on sale. Good, yeah. It's frustrating when a PC keeps crashing, so hopefully they're good enough that it's not going to also make it crash, but an upgrade is an upgrade is an upgrade. Okay, 2 bystanders, mystery bystanders in there. And that's it for the villain deck. Let's get that shuffled up. If only we had an MCU US agent set so we could have a son kick his butt, that would be interesting. I would love to see a Bucky Barnes Man on the Wall or Nick Fury Man on the Wall hero set. Nick Fury Sr. Man on the Wall. I'm gonna follow my rules. I'll do 5 and then 4. Just go here. 6, 7, 8, 9. That would be great. Love to see you stream some of that stuff. If you ever stream Legendary 2, of course, post all your stuff in the Discord as well. I know Vicky does. So post your stuff too. I heard about a couple of folks that are coming back to streaming, theoretically. So I look forward to that. I didn't mention it, so we'll get to Ego in a second. If you don't know what Ego does, he makes extra city spaces, and you win the game by destroying the city by fighting him. You can actually get rid of all his tactics; they all go back in. So it's very cool. So this game might go for a while, and it might be off screen for you guys. So we'll see. It had to be Ego coming up with this. But I want you guys here to catch me if I make any errors, so we'll see what happens. And this time, it's going to be the terrible time. At least it wasn't Ego, Epic Ego. That's going to make me take much longer to set up. All right, there's the villain deck. Finally, and hero deck together should go a little faster. Unfortunately, no other shield to work with Coulson, so I don't know. The synergy is going to take some thinking on this one. Oh, no. I mean, I'm not fighting Epic Dark Phoenix, so thank goodness. By the way, I'm pretty sure I'm going to be going back to doing an MCU stream next week. I think it's the Shang-Chi episode. Well, episode of the stream, but movie. I'd like to catch up because we got some cool stuff coming this year. But I'll still be interspersing that with viewer challenges, and then once the tournament comes up, people wanted to see me play the tournament setup, so that's going to happen. So Tuesday is going to be more of a variety, but I do want to get through those MCU streams. Oh, and if you didn't get a chance to fill out the content survey and the announcements, would really appreciate it if you took a second to do so. I think 50 of you filled it out, so I shouldn't really ask for more. I really do appreciate that. And it's interesting to see what most of you liked. I'll post those results, I think, at the beginning of next week. I think on Monday. So it'll be a full week since that was up. But you can let me know at that time what you think about what most people like to see. And I'll prioritize the things that most people want to see. It'll help me out a bit. I'll tell you what, it's not too different from what I'm already doing, but there are some things that gave me some interesting insight. So I'm happy to get that. All right, I got to change the reader to a 9-twist blade. This is my worst time ever. And starting hands are already right here. Put Ego here. Shuffle that up. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm using Hydra on the right, of course. Then I'll explain the whole darn thing. Hey, Silver Gets You, how you doing? It has been a while. I noticed this is the era people are starting to pop back in, so I'm just happy to see old names, old faces, faces in names, name faces. Always welcome back to say hello. Okay, what was I doing? Oh, I was finishing this. No other scheme set up except for the counter, and that is a time of 10:35, and we're not going to talk about that anymore. Let me add the ninth twist to the reader up there, and by the way, this scheme has... I won't know what the evil wins condition is until I transform it, so we're going to have to wait on that. Okay, so 9 twists. And that's all we're keeping track of right now. I've been moving up my fees in order, and today I bought Heroes of Asgard into the Cosmos and Ant-Man. 3 excellent expansions. Enjoy those. If you haven't played Legendary Legacy Arcade, you might like to try those with the new sets. About a couple of people were doing that. Okay. So let me hide this, get this out of the way. All right. So let's go over our mastermind and scheme and talk about how weird this setup is going to be today. And I do need to make sure I know where the destroyed city space tokens are first before I do anything, because I'm going to need those. I will run out. Awesome, I'm glad you're enjoying it. As I filter, I think they're right here. Yeah, I got them. Okay, we're good. No Throne's favor, though, today. All right, here we go. Our mastermind and scheme overview is happening right now. After I talk about the predictions, looks like 10 of you said I'm going to win this, and 3 of you said I'm going to lose. And the wins are very confident, so I'm feeling confident based on your confidence, and I hope that rings true. So our mastermind today is Ego, the living planet, one of the most unique masterminds in Legendary. He's got 3 attack, but don't be fooled. He gets +1 attack for each city space. When there are no more city spaces, good wins. Always leads any villain group, plus an additional villain group, even for 1 player. Master Strike, create an extra city space on the left side of the city. If there are at least 3 villains in the city, each player gains a wound. Play another card from the villain deck, so that's where the extra villain group helps. But there's this thing, he makes extra spaces. I gotta destroy them all by fighting him, and then if I destroy all the spaces, I win. But the smaller the city, the more things can escape, which should be important based on what I get for an unveiled scheme. Speaking of the scheme, here is the veiled scheme. It is higher Singularity Investigations 2. 9 twists. Twist 1 to 4. If there are any Singularity Investigators in the city, stack this twist next to the Mastermind as a dark discovery. Whether you did that or not, investigate the bystander stack for a card and have it enter the city as a Singularity Investigator villain. I get to use my tokens instead. It has 6 attack and fight, or in addition, 6 attack and fight. Rescue this as a bystander, then KO one of your heroes, then investigate your deck for a card with a recruit icon. Twist 5. This scheme transforms into a random unveiled scheme. Do its twist effect. I mean, it very well could be. Okay. So here's the deal. Whenever I play a veiled scheme, you're not supposed to know what the unveiled scheme is. So for those who don't know, on my randomizer streams, because this is the same setup, that I play, that you guys play for the league, I can't let you know what the unveiled scheme is, because if you do on the stream, then you'll have advanced knowledge you shouldn't have while you're playing the game. Everybody will get the same unveiled scheme, but it'll be hidden behind a link, so you won't accidentally see what it is. So the way I do have to handle this is once I pull twist 5, I have to end the stream so that none of you know what the unveiled scheme is, and I record it offline. I upload it later. So I hope the top of the deck isn't 4 twists. If it is, I might just restart my game there because I don't have a stream to do. So I can make a decision to end my game and start over if I want to keep the game going, or I can say I'm feeling really good about this, I'm going to go offline and finish it. So we'll see what happens. Plus, let's take a quick, this is important, let's take a quick peek at our unveiled schemes and look at which ones care about escapes. So we've got to Unleash a Mutant Anti-Bioweapon. This is one unveiled scheme that cares about non-gray heroes in the KO pile, which is affected by escapes. There's also Reveal the Hero's Evil Clones, which cares about evil clones in the escape pile, which also matters. We've got Open Rifts to Future Timelines, which are temporal rifts, which I don't think, as a scan, I don't think that matters when it comes to escapes, but if the villain deck runs out. And then we've got Control the Mutant Messiah, which isn't really affected by escapes either. It depends on if you can pay for the manipulations. So 50% of these unveiled schemes I do not want to get. The other 50% are kind of okay. But let's begin. Let me hide this. And here we go. Give me a second to clear this all out of the way. I've got the couple of travel-sized promos, like you mentioned. And I'm going to want to zoom out, too, at some point, because I am going to have extra city spaces. And I'll just mention what I'm going to do right here before I begin. Okay, there's the full view. Instead of putting the city to the left over here, I'm going to expand upwards. So it's going to look like this. City space 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 is where the city is going to go as Ego does his expansion thing. So let's go back in here before that happens. Get his tactics ready. Get the scheme over here. Got my starter cards. Put the promos off to the side. I will need them later. Oh, HQ. We have an HQ to look at. So let's go ahead and see who's starting in our HQ. We're starting with She-Hulk, Wind of Opportunity. Another She-Hulk, Wind of Opportunity. We've got deck chairs on the Titanic, Stingray. We've got Hurl, Legal Obligations, She-Hulk. And we have, to my last breath, Okoye. That's a pretty good starting HQ. It leans slightly expensive, but they're only 4 costs. So there is a good chance I could take a couple of them in the first few turns. In fact, it's guaranteed that I can take at least one. If I get a 3 and 3 for one of the hands. Okay. Let's do it. She-Hulk and Okoye will work great together. And hopefully we can fight this planet with a face. Here we go. Turn number 1 begins right now. Oh, I updated the number, but I didn't press this. Update counter text. There we go. All right. Let's do it. Left-hand side begins. And I hope the stream goes on for a while before I have to end it. Turn number 1. Is it a twist? Is it going to end? Yep, it's a twist. So there we go. It was nice knowing you guys. Watch it be 3 other successive twists. All right, let's do the thing. There's no Singularity investigators in the city. And then investigate the bystander stack for a card and have it enter the city as a Singularity investigator villain. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to investigate for a card. They're both standard. We're going to tuck one of them. Put the other one in the city, but we're going to double it up with one of the promos. These are so cool. Check it out. It has the attack right on there and has all the details because there's a lot of rules on this. So it has fight, rescue this as a bystander, then KO one of your heroes, then investigate your deck for a card with a recruit icon. So I'm going to swap it out for the actual bystander when I fight it because it might be a special one. But I like looking at these. And that's everything. That's everything that it said. So they're going to enter the city. They don't have a bystander. They technically are one, so we'll get to that in a second. All right. 4 more twists, and I have to end the stream. But we'll get going. All right, so I've got 5 recruit. Oh, by the way, I didn't mention this, but the whole deal behind these veiled and unveiled schemes is I want to reduce the number, limit the number of twists next to the Mastermind as dark discoveries. I guess that's what I should be keeping track of down there, dark discoveries. Let me add that, just so you can know how many dark discoveries there are. Because those will turn into something bad on the unveiled scheme. So I'm just going to add those right here. Dark discovery. It's not out of 4 or anything, so let's just update that. And switch over. And that was weird. Okay, there we go. No dark discoveries yet, which is good. All right, back to what I was doing. I got 5 recruit, and I can actually take my turn now. I can take anything I want from the HQ. So let's look at our 4 options here. We've got Window Opportunity, She-Hulk. It's got 2 recruit and outwit, draw a card. That means if I have at least 3 different costs of cards, I get to do that. Not counting if MODOK is the Mastermind, but we're not talking about him. We got deck chairs on the Titanic. Stingray, 1.5 attack. Draw a card. You may move a villain to an adjacent city space. If another villain is already there, swap them. This is actually pretty darn good with Ego because if I fight him, I got to remember what happens. If I fight him, what happens to a villain that's in the city space on the left? I'm going to peek at his tactics and shuffle him up because I forget. Yes, any villain there escapes is what I thought. So villains in the city space, the leftmost city space, escape. So I can use this to move a villain out of that space and then fight Ego, which is going to be very useful. Plus, it's going to be harder for things to escape the bigger the city is, and the smaller the city is, the more useful this will be to prevent things from escaping as well. So let me shuffle this tactics back up. Okay, so that's tempting, but I've also got some tempting instinct cards here. We got Hurl Legal Objections, 2 recruit, once this turn. If you made at least 6 recruit this turn, transform this into Hurl Trucks, which has smash powers, and big, strong number. And then we've got 2 My Last Breath, 2+ attack, and Instinct Ambush, draw a card, which doesn't do anything right now. And then Instinct, you may draw a card and get +1 attack if you do gain a wound. So there's a great combo with Okoye and She-Hulk here. But what's going to help me take out these Singularity investigators quickly before it's too late? Well, 2 My Last Breath is the only card here that has attack besides Deck Chairs and the Titanic. But Deck Chairs has draw a card. If I take 2 My Last Breath, I can also get a sidekick, which might help me. But She-Hulk, it's easy enough to outwit early on, and she can open up a lot of recruit power. What does the right-hand side have as far as recruit for turn 1? 4. Okay. Right side is going to have 2 turns of 4 and 2. Left side is going to have a 3 and 3. So the right side can take 2 Wind of Opportunity in the next couple of turns. I'm only going to be able to recruit something for 3 next time. So you know what? I'm going to change it. Right-hand side next turn is going to take Deck Chairs on the Titanic and go that route. Left side is going to go for the Okoye She-Hulk combo. So I want the Instinct first. So I want to take, oh gosh, even though I can afford these, I'm gonna go Hurl Legal Objections and a sidekick for the first recruit, actually, on the left-hand side. Building up my recruit power. Then I can get more stuff. And yep, there's another Okoye Limodormalage, but let me actually shuffle up my sidekick stack. And the first card from the sidekick stack is Prodigy. That's a welcome pickup. That can help transform She-Hulk if I make at least 6 recruit this turn. But I can't copy She-Hulk unless I've already played her. Oh, but I can copy the transform card. And when I do that, I get... I know how transform and copy works. You get a transformed version from the transform stack, which is weird. So that might happen too. But I guess my transitions aren't showing up right now. That's okay. They will. After this one. All right, we're on to turn 2. That was a long turn of 1. Turn 2 is Daredevil from Defenders. That's weird to say from Defenders, but I guess I should say they're the Defenders. 5 attack. Fight the next villain the next hero you recruit this turn goes on top of your deck, and then escape. Each player reveals the top card of their deck, and if it costs 1 or more, discards it. Moving our Singularity Investigator over. I've got 4 recruit, 2 attack that I can't do anything with. By the way, Ego gets +1 attack for each city space. So it's low enough I can keep changing it. It's fine. So he's at 6 attack right now. Or 6 attack, not for empty city space. He's at 8 attack. Total city space. Okay. Yep. Okay. So let's go with what I said I was going to do. But I want to look at Lila Dormalage because I do like this card. So it's tempting, but I do want to take that on the left-hand side where I already took the Instinct She-Hulk because I'm going to have Instinct Strength there. So this one is great. You may gain a Shield Officer and Strength. Instead, you may KO a Shield Officer or Wound from your hand or discard pile to get +2 attack. I am going to save that, so we're going to take the 1 Stingray and hopefully use this to move stuff around later. On the right-hand side. And we've got Forgotten Ms. America was here, so she's another 4 cost. Works with Avengers, so that's a decent one to throw into the She-Hulk side. She can only teleport Avengers. And again, I don't know why. I always do that on my turn 2 on the right-hand side. It's going to be the same thing. Another 4 and 2. Okay, there's my transition. There it is. Hello. Hello, beautiful swirly screen. So there's my 3 and 3 that we knew was coming. Turn 3 is the second twist. Oof. Well, that's 1 stack twist I couldn't avoid. So let's read it here. If there are any Singularity Investigators in the city, stack this twist next to the Mastermind as a Dark Discovery. So we've got 1 Dark Discovery. Whether you did that or not, investigate the bystander stack for a card and have it enter the city as a Singular Investigator villain. The 6 attack villains are hard to hit this early in the game, so that's rough, these early twists. All right, so we've got public speaker and a standard. I'm going to tuck the standard by a standard, and I'm going to have this enter as a second Singularity investigator. And moving on over. So now there's 2 Singularity investigators in the city. I want to take one out soon. 3 more until we end the stream and transform. So we've got 3 and 3, as we knew, and no henchmen. Can't fight a single thing. But what I can do is recruit nothing from the HQ. That's also fun, except for To My Last Breath, which was the plan. So let's go ahead and take that. Let's see if I got an ambush. That would be nice. We've got, yeah, we did, but we don't have actually anything to trigger it. So I asked for it too early. That's okay. Now it's a reshuffle. And then maybe we can trigger some ambushes. So I really do like ambush from Black Panther, the heroic ambush, but it's rough when you only have one hero that does it, because a lot of them are going to whiff. I just played a setup with only King Black Panther from that set, and it whiffed a lot as well. By the way, if anybody's looking at the setup and wondering what Kings is, it was a custom that I forgot to remove, so we have defenders in there instead of Kings. So there's Prodigy, and oh! Okay. We can transform. We can do the transform thing with the copy. It'll be interesting. Okay. So we've got a 4 and 2 on the right, of course. Turn 4 gives us Maestro. Maestro from Radiation, from the core set. His fight effect is for each of your strength heroes, KO one of your heroes. This will be a good one to maybe stick around in the city if I get some Master Strikes and hit later when I have a lot of strength heroes to get rid of some grays that way, if I can afford it. I've got a 4 and 2, of course. Still nothing I can hit, but this is my side where I took Stingray. And I have a weird HQ for that. So he just draws a card and moves stuff, has 1.5 attack. The odd one out here is Miss America. But Miss America doesn't really fit with Stingray either. Although Stingray, I believe, does have a ranged card, if I'm recalling correctly. But I don't remember if it has a ranged trigger on it. But he does draw cards, so just an investigate, even if I can't teleport anything, will help with Stingray as draw a card, because I can set things up. Or at least tuck some cards I don't want. So I'm going to go ahead and take Search Parallel Dimensions, even though I do need some recruit. Yeah. I do need some recruit soon, otherwise I'll be in trouble. Or I mean some attack soon, otherwise I'll be in trouble. Because I knocked the hero deck down. Alright, we got the rare Okoye in the HQ. This is direct to Agents of Wakanda, and then it has Heroes of Wakanda. You may KO a shield hero or wound from your hand or discard pile to get +2 attack. I do have plenty of recruit with She-Hulk, so that is tempting. I may choose not to transform her if I have enough recruit. I think I just have 6 at max, though. But we'll see what happens. Interesting game so far. So if I generate 8 attack, I might not even hit Ego yet, because I'm going to have things escape. And escapes matter for the league in points, so again, this will be a weird one. So next hand on the right is going to be almost Oops All Grays. A little bit of Stingray. But let's talk about that weird transform that we might do. Yeah, because I'm going to have 6, not 7 recruit. Okay, turn 5 gives us our first Henchman Sapien League. Here is what they say. Fight KO one of your heroes, then reveal the top card of the villain deck. If it's a Henchman villain, play it. So speeding things up a bit. But guess what? I also don't have enough attack to hit them, so I have a decision to make. Actually, it's not really that much of a decision, because when I transform She-Hulk, I'll get her attack card. So let's just do a quick peek. Here is what Hurl Trucks looks like. All right, it's got 2 attacks, smash 2, smash 2. So I can turn these troopers into 1 extra attack each. So if I hold on to these, I can get 6 attack this turn. But here's how I have to do this. I don't think I've ever transformed with Prodigy before. Let's look at Prodigy. It says, play this card as a copy of another hero. You play this turn that costs 6 or less. This card is both tech and the hero class you copy. Put this on the bottom of the sidekick stack. So the way this works is as such. If I play these 2 shield agents, I get 2 recruit. Hurl Legal Objections only transforms if you've made at least 6 recruit this turn. So I have to play Hurl Legal Objections first for 2 more recruit. That'll give me 4. And then finally, I play Prodigy as a copy of Hurl Legal Objections. And here's what happens when you play a copy of a card that has Transform on it. You go to the Transform stack, and Prodigy goes to the transform stack, swapping out with Hurl Trucks. Then, at the end of that, Prodigy leaves that stack, goes back to the sidekick stack, and then what that means is if I get the 5th She-Hulk, she can't transform because that stack will be empty, which is interesting. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to play a copy of Hurl Legal Objections for 2 more recruit, and that imaginary copy has the text, once this turn, if you made at least 6 recruit this turn, transform this into... Well, actually, I can transform the original and avoid that whole thing because it says once this turn. But that was so much fun. Hold on, I'm double thinking it. So, could I not transform the copy if I wanted to because I don't have the copy and it says once this turn? Let's just make it easy. Let's make it easy. I got too excited. I got overzealous on this one. So let's put Prodigy away and let's just transform the OG She-Hulk because I did make 6 recruit this turn. I was overthinking it big time. Who said that? Darth Agrojack. Thank you for the hydrate. Needed that. Because I won't shut up. All right. So, let's go ahead and transform this into Hurl Trucks. With pleasure. All right, Hurl Trucks. 2 attack, smash 2, smash 2. Let's pop it back in the sleeve and do the thing. So I got 2 attack, and I will smash both of these shield troopers, which means smashes discard a card, get the number it says. So discard 1 attack, get 2 more. Discard 1, get 2 more. Oh, hey, what's up? I don't see that at the streams that often. I'm doing okay. I'm playing... did you see what the setup is? It would be helpful if I could just press the button to show the setup. Here it is. So, yeah, there it is. So ignore Kings, it's actually Defenders, but it's Egos, Higher, Singularity, Investigations too. So this might be a short stream. I've already pulled 2 twists, 3 more twists, and the stream is over. I say short stream, we're already, what, almost an hour in? But it's going to be a weird one. I just transformed She-Hulk, I got 6 attack, and I still have 6 recruit. So what do I do? Is there anything I can fight that'll give me 1 more recruit so I can get that rare? Singularity Investigators might do it. They let me investigate my deck for a card with the recruit icon. Exactly, that's what I want to do. But if I recall correctly, this public speaker is also here. So I want to fight specifically this investigator because I get recruit right away, and then I can get the rare, and then I might get more cards on top of that. I don't think anybody else is a smarter fight right now. So let's fight the Singularity Investigator in the rooftops for that guaranteed 1 extra recruit because it technically is that bystander. So these are reversed. Let's get rid of the 6 and fight it. Okay, so rescue this as a public speaker, then KO one of your heroes, then investigate your deck for a card with the recruit icon. Let's do that in order. So I rescue the public speaker, and we'll resolve that in a second. KO one of my heroes. A shield agent is gone. It's a pretty darn good turn 5. I'm very happy about it. And then I investigate my deck for a card with the recruit icon. Top 2 cards of my deck both have recruit icons, so I draw a shield agent, and I put the other one on the bottom of the deck. That's my choice. I have 1 extra recruit I didn't need. And technically, this is blown up. It never existed. It's actually the public speaker. So the public speaker goes to my victory pile. When you rescue this bystander, you get 1 recruit. So I just get it right now. It goes to my victory pile. And I have 1 extra agent. I guess I'll play it for the 8th recruit. I will absolutely take Okoye here. Direct the Agents of Wakanda. We already read it, and I hope this works out for me. So there we go. Got myself a rare. Okay, and there's a Sovereign Bodyguard. That's also a great one. I love Okoye. I think King Black Panther is the strongest hero set in that expansion, but I think Okoye is my... I said White Wolf was my favorite when I started because it was so novel, but after playing for a while, Okoye is my favorite to play from that set. She just... If you get her engine working, it's fantastic. All right, let's move. This turn 6 may not be as good as my turn 5. Turn 6 gives me Abomination. We know him. This is before the retreat. Fight if you fight Abomination on the streets or bridge, rescue 3 bystanders. 5 attack. I really want to get rid of this Singularity Investigator. Can't do it this turn because I would have want to avoid the second Dark Discovery. So let's go ahead and play Stingray here, which gives me 1.5 attack. This means half attack sideways. So draw a card. It is an operative. I can move villains around. Well, to an adjacent space. What do I want to move? I'm going to fight the Sapien League this turn for 3. The Singularity Investigator is not capturing a bystander. And moving Abomination forward might help, but he's going to be in that spot next turn anyway. Daredevil has a unfortunate escape effect. Maestro does not, but he's harder to fight, so it's more likely that by one attack though. So I'm thinking about swapping Maestro up, so Daredevil isn't more likely to escape. If the Singularity Investigator escapes, it's not that big of a deal either. What does left-hand side have as far as attack? That's 2, 3, 4 attack. So unfortunately, that means left-hand side can't hit anything except for another henchman. So I might just have... I'm probably going to have an escape in 2 turns. So... And I'd rather the Singular Investigator escape over Daredevil. So yeah, I don't really have a great option. Let's just swap Abomination for fun. Maybe I can swap him again later. Put him where he needs to go. Okay. And let's go with 3 total, 3.5 attack, and then 4 recruit. So we're going to do the only fight we can do. Sapien League. I just hope it doesn't play an extra henchman. Although left side could fight the extra henchman, but that's going to just cause an extra escape. Fingers crossed the extra villain group doesn't make that happen. Okay, KO one of my heroes, which is going to be the Hydra Operative. And then top card of the villain deck is Venom, who's going to wound some stuff, but he is not a henchman, thank goodness. So Sapien League is defeated by the right-hand side. And I've got 4 recruit here. I've got a bunch of great cards to the left-hand side. Now, do I want to take a window of opportunity here on the left? It wouldn't be the worst thing. I do have a 4 cost, though. That doesn't really help with Outwit. And I've got Isidora Melange, but I think that's a worse choice to put over here. I do want to keep the HQ fresh. And I may not be able to trigger her effect over here if I don't have a lot of strength. I do need Wakanda triggers for the rest, so I don't want to give Okoye to the side for multiple reasons, including that one. So if I am going to take anything, I'll take a window of opportunity here on the right, because she does eventually draw a card. So just to keep the HQ fresh, I will take 1 for 4 on the right. And we got Coulson, who I also forgot was in the set, this hero deck. That is true, and I do have the Ms. America, if that lands. Okay. Speaking of Ms. America, there she is. So I've got... Good news is I got 6 recruit. Bad news is... And an investigate. But I can only teleport it even if I get it, which I'm not going to. I might, because I only have 1 card on my deck. Bad news is... I'm not hitting anything on this turn. So I am a little worried. So, speaking of being worried, I've got 4 attack here. Venom's going to come in. And here's his deal. Ambush, wound Venom. Each player may discard a card to wound Venom again. So I can turn him down to 6 attack. But that's still not enough for me to hit him this turn. So to wound him, I put a wound on top of him. And that's going to go over there in a second. On his sewer spot. Do I want to wound him again? Yeah. So yeah, am I going to hit anything for 4? There's no point in holding on to that. So just for fun, because I might get an ambush, I'll keep Okoye there. I'm going to discard a trooper for attack on the left for a second wound, and on the other side, oh, it's a grievous wound, but it doesn't really matter unless he escapes. Then it will matter. Right hand side is going to have that 6 attack, 6 recruit, and yeah, I can't fight anything on this side either, so I'm just going to have to deal with some nasty escapes. Even if I get She-Hulk, it's more recruit, so I will discard the soldier on the right-hand side. 2 for 1 additional wound. And there it is. So all 3 of these wounds are going on Venom. He is down to 6 attack now. And what I'll do for you, as I did before, just to make it real easy to see, is not that. I'm going to offset it slightly so you can kind of tell it's Venom. I haven't really found a great way to show this on stream, except for maybe get some wound tokens. But then I'll have to put the wounds off screen because it'll matter what they have. So let's just go ahead and reduce his attack like this. So he's at 6. Okay. I guess I'll play everything out. I've got 3 attack that I can't do anything with, so I won't even play these, and I've got 3 recruit. I just wanted to keep it for the ambush. All right, let's go ahead and recruit the other Okoye to my last breath, and if we're lucky, we'll get an ambush. And we don't, but we have another card for the right-hand side to take. I am at the complete mercy of the villain deck and the city, because that's all I can do. I really don't want Venom to escape with those wounds. All right, there is the rare Okoye, but nothing to trigger the effect, unfortunately. We're going to have to build up to that point. We are on turn number 8 with no attack power whatsoever. Part for the villain deck is a Sapien League that is going to push this Singular Investigator out, which escapes as a villain. So it is not a bystander being carried off. So I'm pretty sure I do not discard because it's a bystander escaping as a villain. Turns into a bystander in the escape pile. So I'll just put this bystander in the escape pile. But the token is going to represent the escape. And it's just going to be a regular escape. So we do a KO. I'm going to get rid of Coulson because I do not see him fitting into anything. I wish I can get a shield level going, but... oh, I guess that would work with Okoye, but I've already got She-Hulk and Okoye working together. Plus the covert won't really help. So tempting, though, to use that to send things undercover. Now, I'm going to stick with it. And, all right, so that's an escape for the Singularity Investigator. It's 1 escape for this game so far. And the token goes away. But the escape is an escape. Refresh with super-powered swimsuit Stingray. Let's look at it. Actually, let's resolve putting him in the city first. There we are. So this new card, draw a card, then attack, you get +2 attack usable only against villains in the sewers or bridge or the Mastermind. Which is interesting with Ego, once again. So, let's see what the Ms. America reveals before Daredevil escapes with his effect. 2 recruit, investigate for an Avengers card, and teleport that card. So, if I do this, none of these will end up in the shuffle. Which is probably for the best. So I might want to recruit before I do this. So before I play that and do that, I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4 first. I think I take the other deck chairs instead of the superpowered swimsuit for 4. And then I can take swimsuit for 2 when Miss America is played. So I'm going to go ahead and recruit deck chairs on the Titanic for 4. And there's Jade Giantess, She-Hulk's rare, which would be another great pickup, really, for either side. For every 2 recruit you made this turn, reveal the top card of the hero deck, put it on the bottom of that deck, and you get that card's printed attack, which is kind of like a Berserk, but not exactly. Well, that's cool. So, I played the 4. Those are done. Now we'll do the Investigate and do the reshuffle. So, 2 recruit, investigate for an Avengers card, teleport that card. I got Hydra Soldier as the only card in my deck. I reshuffle my discard to get the second card to investigate. And I'll probably tuck both of them because I'll probably get a gray. Unless I want to put the Soldier on top. Yeah, I didn't get lucky there. So, ooh, should I tuck those or leave them on top? The city is very scary. I should probably leave both those soldiers on top so I can hit stuff. So I'm going to put those soldiers on top because I'm scared. I'm terrified. I'm shaking in my boots. I got Stingray here, the swimsuit, which I'm going to take for the last 2. Okay. And there's another hurl legal objections. Let's see if I was smart in leaving these 2 soldiers on top. That's 3, 4, 5, 6. I was. Now I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 attack coming up, plus 2 card draws. A little too late to prevent the escapes, but it's something. At least I have a rare out here that has 4 attack on its own for turn number 9, and that's going to give me Baron Macabre shows up. Oh, I forgot. There's some scary stuff in Killmonger's League, too. Ambush. A villain from your victory pile enters the city. Wound that villain, then wound Baron Macabre a number of times equal to that villain's VP. Now, here's the good news. My victory pile has a bystander because the Singularity Investigator was rescued as a bystander is no longer a villain in my victory pile, so nothing can enter besides Baron Macabre himself. So let me back up a little bit and take care of the escape first. So first thing that happened is Daredevil escapes, so we got to do our KO. Really tough choice here. It's got to be one of the 4 cards. These are all great cards. The cheapest one is Hurl Legal Objections, but the transformed version is very good. Window of Opportunity is also great. I'm running out of strength cards if I don't take that at some point. Sovereign Bodyguard. is wound prevention on either side, which I really like, and Lead the Door Malage is very good too. So I don't really want to get rid of the Okoye card, especially because I do have this rare. So it's going to be one of these two She-Hulk cards. It's going to be Wind of Opportunity. I really want the other Hurl Trucks. I really, really want that. So, unfortunately, Wind of Opportunity's got to go. And now we do the escape effect. Oh, I got another one. Okay, cool. Escape. Each player reveals the top card of their deck, and if it costs one or more, discards it. Left-hand side. Nope, no discard on the left. Right-hand side. No discard on the right. So all that happens is Daredevil jumps out, flips out the window and runs away. My second escape of the game. And I'm pretty sure I'll do this in the special rules. The Singularity Investigator reverts to a bystander in the escape pile, so that won't count at the end because we do the no memory thing. I forget how it works with killbots. I'll have to look it up, so I won't worry about it now. So Baron Macabre comes up, and he does the ambush. The first half whiffs. The second half wound Baron Macabre a number of times equal to that villain's AP because there is no villain that also whiffs. So we're probably going to fight Baron Macabre this turn, unless I decide to fight Abomination. He is in the streets, so that would be pretty helpful. So I've got 4, 5 attack here. 4 recruit as well. So as far as recruiting, I'm going to take probably Lead the Door Malage. But let's look at our fight. So Abomination is in the streets, and if I do fight him here, I do get to rescue 3 bystanders, which could be very useful. So let's do that first. I might get some more recruit. Maybe I'll get lucky enough to do something crazy to get Jade Giantess, but probably not. Or I can get Sovereign Bodyguard. So let's fight him for 5. Rescue those 3 bystanders. 1, 2, 3. I get... don't jinx it. 1, 2, 3 standard bystanders. So no Amy's at all. Just 3 nice, safe, standard bystanders. And a goodbye Abomination. Okay, so 4 recruit. Let's go ahead and take that Lead the Door Malage and move on. It is To My Last Breath, which, because General Okoye is a covert, does not trigger the Instinct Ambush. Oh well. At least I prevented future escapes. And I got Hurl Truck, so that's a guaranteed. I can get 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9 attack this turn. That's pretty darn good. I can hit Ego for that kind of attack, but then I do make the city smaller. I shouldn't worry too much. People are going to have escapes. If you play this setup and don't have any escapes, I don't know how you did it, because the city is just going to get smaller with more stuff coming in. All right, turn 10 is a Master Strike. So there's Ego expanding the city and forcing me to zoom out. I'm not moving anywhere. Too much stuff to move. Okay. Create an extra city space on the left side of the city. If there are at least 3 villains in the city, each player gains a wound. Play another card from the villain deck. So everything happens. So let's go ahead and create that extra space. Move over. Yeah, I spoke too soon about the smaller. So let's zoom out and make sure I have the space. Again, I'm going to go instead of the left-hand side. I guess I could expand here, but I have the Mastermind here. I'm going to go space 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I'm going to... put the Master Strike there as the city space. Okay. Ego's attack's going to go up by 1 because there's 9 spaces now. There are at least 3 villains in the city, so each player gains a wound. We've got wounds going out, a grievous one on the right-hand side, or the left-hand side. Nope, the right-hand side. That's how I did it. And then play another card from the villain deck. So let's do it. It is our third twist. Now, because that Singularity Investigator did escape, that did actually save me from a second Dark Discovery. So, there are no Singularity Investigators in the city, so no Dark Discoveries. I do investigate the bystander stack and put another one in there. So here we go. We've got a standard and a paramedic. So let's take the paramedic, tuck the standard bystander, and have the paramedic become the Singularity Investigator entering the city of 6 spaces now. 2 more twists, and that's it for the stream. Okay, what was I doing? We got 6 attack on Venom because of the wounds, 9 attack on the Mastermind. We have an extra space up there. We have a twist poking in that I don't like. Okay, so let's play my hand out. Starting with the deck chairs. I have some decent attack here. So 1.5 attack. Draw a card. Hydra Operative, and I can move some things around. What's the scariest? Probably Venom escaping. So let's, I can move something over to the space number 5 if I want to. But there's really no point in doing that. Let's just swap the Sapien League with Venom. What am I fighting this turn? I'm going to have at least 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. Yeah. I'm going to have enough to fight some stuff. Okay, let's play the second one. Second deck chairs on the Titanic. That's going to be up to 2.5 more. That makes a total of 3. Draw another card. It is a soldier. I'm going to have a total of 6 attack this turn. So I can actually fight Venom or Maestro. Fighting Maestro would waste that, but I should probably fight the Singularity Investigator again so that I avoid another Dark Discovery. So let's move Venom down 1 more, swap up Baron Macabre, and get my 3 other attack, 4, 5, 6. And let's take care of that Investigator. So we rescue it as a paramedic, KO one of your heroes. Oh, actually, I should play my operatives first so I can KO one of them. Okay, backing up. KO one of my operatives. Investigate my deck for a card with a recruit icon. There is one, and it's Wind of Opportunity. Beautiful. And the soldier goes back to be the only card in the deck. And goodbye. That's destroyed. It's rescued as the paramedic, which is when you rescue this bystander, you may KO a wound from your hand or from any player's discard pile. I will KO the corrosive webbing in my discard pile. That's welcome. Rescued as a bystander on the right. All right. I've played these 2 operatives, but I have not yet played Wind of Opportunity, and I have only 0 and 4 cost. That's what I was worried about. So I do not outwit, so I just get the 2 recruit. And that's where that ends. I already spent my 6 attack. I can take Sovereign Bodyguard over here if I want to, but I should probably go with the She-Hulk. Although canceling wounds on this side would be helpful, because I could have a General Okoye on the right. Left hand could generate a wound with Okoye, and then I could cancel it from the right-hand side. So that's not terrible either. But I'll lose out on the Strength trigger and the Heroes of Wakanda trigger if I do that. But there's a lot of wounds going around, so... You know what? I'm going to do it. I'm going to take this Sovereign Bodyguard on the right-hand side to maybe avoid some wounds that way. By the way, once per turn you may reveal it, but you don't discard this card. That's another good reason to have it. And there's another Stingray. Okay, that's the turn. I'm pacing myself here. I'm trying to make sure I don't make any errors. There were a lot of moving parts here, so I'm just trying to be careful. So much going on, and I still will probably miss something, but we'll see. Okay, so I'm going to just throw this out there. I would love to keep the stream going even after I unveil the scheme. So before I move over, here's my options. Let me know what you think, just freeform in the chat. Either A, I do it as I was planning to do, end the stream when it unveiled. B, say who cares, let everybody see what the unveiled scheme is, even though it might affect your gameplay. It will affect your gameplay. Or C, randomize the unveiled scheme again for all of you. Let me know what you think. For the last 2, I won't have to end the stream. Or we can keep it the way we've been doing it. Keep it true to the actual setup. You know, different things are different goals. All right, turn 11 is another strike, so that's going to become another city space. Okay, Mikey says option B, which was just play through it anyway. Everybody knows what it is. Option C. If you guys disagree, I'll do an official poll, and once we get to there, we'll decide. Okay, it looks like people want to keep it going. I like C since your score doesn't count anyways. That's true. That is true. Okay, I'll put up a poll. Once I hit that twist 5, I'll put up the poll so anybody who's still here can let me know what you want to do. But let's take care of this right now. Create an extra space to the left side. That's space number 7. If there are at least 3 villains in the city, each player... Because this one's fun. This one's gonna go for a while. I don't really want to leave you guys yet. Okay, each player gains a wound. Do I have the Okoye card? Hold on. Do I have it? No, I have She-Hulk. Darn. Each player gains a wound. Grievous on the left. That's what I get for playing with Grievous wounds. And then I play another card from the villain deck. So the other card played is a Bystander, which gets stacked with all these other cards that Venom's got. That's a mess. Okay, I can get, again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 attack. Do I want to get 9 attack? Is that going to help me? I'd say C, so everyone is on equal footing and the stream doesn't end super early. Well, it's not going to end super early. It's already been going for an hour, but I guess still relatively. Okay. Most of you guys are saying C, which I'm fine with. We will see what I did there when we get there. Do I want 9 attack? I can hit Ego for... Actually, no, he's at 10. He's at 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, so I can't hit Ego. He's buffed up. So, that's not going to happen, which makes my decision a bit easier. 6, I can go 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I can go 5. Okay, so I can only hit 2 things, and one of them has to be the Sapien League if I do 9. Which means I don't need that last attack if I decide to go 6 and 3. Because 2 recruit can get me a sidekick. So if I play these out, I go 1, 2, 3, or I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I want 8. But then I can't. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I have to smash at least one of these agents, don't I? Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then I'll have a leftover agent that won't do anything. So, oh well, I'd rather hit 2 things. Let's go ahead and do this. 2 attack. We will smash 1 agent. Might as well smash both agents. On the left hand side, almost put it on the right hand side. Smash for 2 more attack. We'll smash the other agent for 2 more attack. I'm just making sure nothing is going to give me extra recruit. And then we'll go Shield Trooper, 7, 8, 9. I have 1. Oh, but the downside is, though, if I hit the Sapien League, I have to KO one of my heroes, which is going to be a Trooper. So let me back up a little bit. I will have smashed a Trooper instead. That'll put me at 8 attack, which is all I need. And that way, when I fight the Sapien League, I can KO a Shield Agent. So what I should do, though, is I should fight the Sapien League first, just in case another Sapien League comes in. Well, that's not going to change anything. So we'll fight them first for 8, for 3 of my 8. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then I can fight Mayor and Macabre. I'll leave the other 6 cost there. And then I can do the KO. I'm not ready to get rid of my troopers yet. All right, let's do this. Sapien League for 3. I'm at 5. KO one of my heroes. That's the agent that I sacrificed there. Speaking of sacrifice, did you guys hear? Sacrifice is going to be a new keyword in Infinity Saga. What do you think it means? I have no idea what it means. I have kind of a guess, but nothing concrete. Okay, top card of the villain deck is Venom. Didn't that happen last time? It was specifically Venom that the Sapien League revealed, and they've done it again, so that's really weird. There's a glitch in the Matrix, but I don't play him, so that's good. And let's go ahead and fight Baron Macabre for his 5 attack right now. No frills there. And that's the turn. Okay, I got 2 Okoyes here. I get to actually activate one. We'll see if I get the rare, which I can also activate. And then we'll see if any ambushes happen, which I might also be able to activate, but I'm pretty sure I've seen most of the To My Last Breaths already. I think there's 1 or 2 left. 4, 5, 6. I did get it. So let me just peek at this. This is you may KO a shield hero or wound from your hand or discard while you get +2 attack. So my attack max is 2, 4, 5, 9, 11 attack this turn if I decide to, I'll get the wound and I can KO it. So, yep. 11 attack. I can hit Ego with this hand. At least right now. And 1 more Master Strike in. I can do that too. Okay, so Venom's coming in. There he is. Ambush, wound him. Then each player may discard a card to wound Venom again. I may do fewer discards this time. He's going to go ahead and get Corrosive Webbing, which I'll park here for a second. Still can't outwit. Curse those 4 costs. I do get to draw a card. I got a 6 attack, 6 attack. It's very unlikely I'm going to be able to hit anything this turn. So I'm going to just discard the Hydra Soldier to wound Venom again on the right-hand side. It's another Grievous Wound. I really hope this one doesn't escape. And then, well, escapes are hard to come by with 2 extra city spaces for now. Left-hand side, I've got 3 agents. If I discard 1, I can wound Venom again, but if I keep them, I get to take one of these 3 costs. And I don't really want to get rid of any of my attacks. Again, I'm going to get 4, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11. And I might need that if I get a Master Strike to hit Ego. So let's play it safe and not wound him from the left-hand side. So 2 wounds on him. This Venom is at 7 attack. Where's, like, Prey? He's the one that actually helps me out a lot. He's not showing up. And so this Venom is at 7. And we can move on from there. Let's see if I can actually draw a card that doesn't cost 4, and then I can actually out with She-Hulk, but probably not going to happen. Okay, Stingray, draw a card. That's another 0 cost. But I did get a lot of recruit power. I can move villains around. You know what? These are the same. This one's worse. So let's, for fun, let's put Maestro in the new cities. Actually, no, that's a bad idea, because once I start destroying stuff, you might escape. Let's actually move them to the streets. That way I can safely destroy these and not have anything escape. Okay, I cannot whip, but I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 recruit. I'll take the other deck chairs. That seems to be the trend with what I'm doing here. And bring in another rare. It's Phil Coulson's rare, the 3rd rare I've seen this game, which means there's 2 rares taking up space in the HQ. This is 4 attack, fake but inspiring death during any player's turn. When another shield hero is put into the KO pile, you may discard this card to send that hero undercover in your victory pile instead. If you do, draw 3 cards. Shield level 8, you get +4 attack is good, but I'm not going to get shield level 8 this game, not with the lack of Coulsons I've been getting. Unless I use this a lot, but I'm not going to count on it. Again, 4 attack is 4 attack, so if I can take it, I probably will. And 2 recruit left gets me a sidekick. That is going to be a standard sidekick. And I move on, and hopefully I can punch the planet, make a giant Pac-Man out of nothing. Punch him. That would have been a cool card, but, you know, a Wright's nightmare. So I'm not surprised it didn't show up. All right, turn 13 is Namor from the Defenders. Ambush if any other defenders are in the city, which could have been really easy to trigger with all these extra city spaces, but it didn't. Each player gains a bindings, and that will mean bindings for you guys. Fight same effect and escape same effect. So luckily, it's just Killmonger's League and a radiation. So dodge that bullet, dodge that binding. Okay, so let's do the thing. Let's do the 1-2 Okoye combo. 2 attack, no activation. The second to my last breath will activate. 2 more attack. You may draw a card and get +1 attack. If you do, gain a wound. Now, I do not need that extra attack because Ego's still at 10. So I'm going to choose not to do this. And instead KO a shield hero from my hand. Actually, no. Because I would KO a wound in my discard pile, but I don't have a discard pile right now. So I'd rather keep the 3 recruits so I can actually do a recruit this turn. So I will get the wounds just so I can KO it. All right. Plus I get to draw a card as well. I can't forget that part. So let's back up. First Okoye got 2 attack. Second one gave me 2 more attack. I will draw the card and get +1 attack. So I draw a trooper, get 1 attack, and I'll gain the wound, which is going to be a grievous one. It's okay, I'll get rid of it soon. This is Psychic Trauma, so Okoye is going to shake off that Psychic Trauma right now. Here we go, 4 more attack. I'm up to 9 from the base, and then Wakanda, you may KO a shield hero or wound from your hand or discard pile to get +2 attack. Get rid of that Psychic Trauma, can't affect her. And 2 more attack, I'm at 11. So let's just stop right now and hit Ego for 10, unless I want to do something else. The name of the game is to win by defeating the Mastermind and shrinking the city. I can't hit 2 things in the city. I can get 2 things if I play the Trooper. So I play the Trooper, I'm at 12. I can hit Maestro and Namor. And I can hit Namor before more defenders enter the city, which is very tempting. But yeah, I'm going to play my Grace first, because bad things could happen. Because they're going to KO one of my heroes. And I'd rather have them played. But I'm just thinking. So Maestro will fail. Both of these effects won't do anything. This one will be bad, this one will be good. But I gotta hit Ego so many times, I really have no time to waste. Let's just go ahead and hit Ego. So let's get the 3 recruit, make sure my Greys are played before they get KO'd, and hit them. For 10. And these tactics are going to be coming back a lot. So we got until everything is me, rescue 3 bystanders, and then the shared effect of all the tactics: destroy the leftmost city space, any villain there escape, shuffle this tactic back into Ego's tactics. The 3 bystanders I get are Cypher, Forklift Driver, and Aspiring Hero. And then we destroy this city space. No more. I guess I'll put this in the KO pile. This is not the KO pile. This is the KO pile. And shuffle the tactic back in. So I guess where it says Mastermind / tactics, I have to change that. Because now I have to hit him before another Master Strike happens. Oh, that's going to change a lot. What can I do with universally? I'm just going to go ahead and change it to no slash. I'm just going to change it to... I can change the whole thing. I can change it to Ego Punch Tracker. There we go. That's a little better. Yeah. Ego Punch Tracker 1. That has a nice ring to it for me. Okay, let's resolve the bystanders. First one is Cypher, who would have been better on the other side with Stingray, but I'll take it. I have no choice. Look at the top 2 cards of your deck, draw 1 and discard the other. He becomes a hero that does that, so he's gauged as a hero. And we've got the Forklift Driver. When you rescue this bystander, put any number of heroes in the HQ on the bottom of the hero deck. Okay. There's a chance I could trigger some interesting ambushes if I do this, but I think the only Okoye card that ambushes is To My Last Breath, and again, there's so many of them. Do I tuck Phil Coulson? I think I'm going to tuck Coulson's Rare. It's a very expensive card for just basically 4 attack and some undercover, so I'm going to tuck Coulson, actually. Maybe the other To My Last Breath, and maybe a Hurl Legal Objections. But I could get Ms. America cards and stuff I don't want. You know what? I think all I'm going to do is tuck the Coulson Rare. That is the only one. Actually, I wish I had recruited first, but I can't. So let's tuck Coulson. Let's tuck the Rare, which is a weird choice, but I want some freshness in the HQ. All right. It's another Coulson. He's mad at me. Second bystander rescued, and the third one is the Aspiring Hero. Fake one, Aspiring Doug. I think that means something else. All right, I'm going to go ahead and get a sidekick because that's what I did. Okay, yeah, nothing else to fight for 2, but that was to be expected. Let's go with another Hurl Legal Objections over here for 3. And, well, I guess I'm glad I didn't put them all underneath, because then a bunch of Coulson would have showed up all at once. Can I get the shield level to 3 realistically with what I've got to make that worthwhile? I don't know if I can. All right. I got Lead the Door Melage out here. And I've got Hurl Trucks. So I can actually do the trigger with Hurl Trucks. And I've already got a wound to KO. Well, that's good. So Ego is back down to 9 because I destroyed one of his precious city space. Ego is so much fun. If you have not gotten the Marvel Studios Guardians of the Galaxy set, and you're thinking about it, get it just for Ego. He's that fun to play against. Turn 14 is going to be the leader, who I forgot was in radiation. Thank goodness I have an extra city space. Play the top card of the villain deck. So we're going to do that. Top card of the villain, or ambush, play the top card of the villain deck. I just misspoke. I knew I had to do it now. All right, it is Sapien League. So Maestro goes over here to the extra city space anyway, even though I was going to put him there before. All right, everybody moves down. Scary city. Still no defenders, though. All right. So I'm going to do Ms. America's Investigate before I draw some cards. And then I can move stuff around. So let's start with Search Parallel Dimensions. I'm just realizing right now how great this card would be with Lockjaw. I guess I never thought about that. 2 recruit, investigate for an Avengers card and teleport that card. I didn't get that. I sound like a voice command. Sorry, I didn't get that. I'm going to tuck the soldier, put Okoye on top. I only have 3 cards in my deck, so I'm going to draw it anyway. Okay. Let's go with deck chairs on the Titanic. 1 attack and a half. Then, first I draw the card, so I draw Okoye here. Then I can swap a villain around. I do not want these Venoms to escape. So I think I'm going to do is swap Namor. Well, Namor's also got a nasty escape effect, but it's the same effect, so if there's no other defenders, that'll whiff too. But I do not want these wounds being passed out from Venom. How much attack am I going to get this turn? That's 1.5, 2 total, 3, 4, Sewers, Bridge, or Mastermind, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 total attack. I could hit Ego again, but I can have some nasty escapes. So I'm going to get 9 total attack towards the Sewer or Bridge or Mastermind only. That extra +2. 10, 11. Yep. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No, that's the 9. That's the 2 of the 9. So 7 straight up regular attack. 9 towards Sewers, Bridge, Mastermind. So what I can do is leave this Venom here and then hit the Sapien League. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Venom and League. I think I'm going to hit Venom first. Sapien League might put another henchman in. But that's okay. I'll still have an extra space cleared. So I don't want to move any... So yeah, I'd rather have Namor's effect than this Venom. So let's just swap Namor and Venom here. Everybody else is where I want them. Okay. Let's Sovereign Bodyguard, which, by the way, it's a reveal, so you can still do this from in play if a player has a wound, if player gains a wound. So that's really good. So I'll play this for 3 more, up to 4, sideways. And then we've got Superpowered Swimsuit, which is going to give me 1 more half attack. I'm up to 5. And then draw a card. Operative. And then I got +2 attack towards... In this case, it's going to be... It's or, not and. So I'm going to just... Reminder token myself here. I got +2 attack towards those locations. So I'm going to use that towards him. Actually, I'll put it over here so I don't get confused at whose attack it is. Okay. I'll play my 2 soldiers. I'm up to 7. And I've got 2 recruit. I'm at 4. So let's hit Venom. I'm actually going to save the bonus attack. Not like it matters. Because the Sewer is also in play. So let's spend all 6 of my 7 to hit Venom. And so when you hit a villain who has wounds on them, these go back to the bottom specifically of the wound stack. That's where they go. If he escaped, they'll be passed out. So he doesn't have any fight effect, though. So he's just gone. And the bystander is rescued on the right-hand side as well. So I'll spend now the 1 attack plus the 2 bonus towards the Sewers to fight the Sapien League for the 3 attack I have remaining. And we do the thing. KO one of my heroes. I played them all, so Hydra Operative is gone. And then top card of the villain deck is Iron Fist, who's not great. Well, he is great, but it's not great that he's coming in when Namor is here. So that's rough. But at least I don't have to play an extra card because it's not a henchman. That'll be funny. Iron Fist squad, a bunch of henchmen. 4 recruit. Well, what do? Do I take this impeccable planning? I don't want the HQ to get stale. I'd rather take the instinct cards on the left-hand side. And, although there's no Hydra villains, not really some ways for me to get undercover cards unless I get more Coulson cards. So this is most always just going to be a 2 attack card, but I gotta move them somewhere. And that is a good point. It is not a 4 cost, so besides the 2 cost Superpowered Swimsuit I have, it will help with the 1 shield card that I have. Okay, I've learned over time that I gotta keep the HQ fresh, and it does help over deck synergy sometimes. So let's go ahead and take the impeccable planning on the right for 3. Stale HQ can bite me in the foot if I just keep trying to hope that I'm going to get stuff out of there. So that's that. Right? I had only 1. Yep, I had the 4 recruit. Okay, Iron Fist is coming in. He is tricky. I've got to hit Ego several more times, and I just want to get rid of that Maestro so I can fight Ego without an escape, and then I can zoom the camera back in. That's what I'm going for. We're an hour and a half, and we still haven't hit twist number 5. And we won't next turn either. That's why I wanted to do the poll when it comes up. I want to see who's still watching. If it's 2 people watching, I might just end the stream. But if it's most of you, I'll consider bending the rules so I can keep the stream going. Because it might go for a while. Okay. We got our Hurl Trucks. I can smash away that wound, or I can actually use the Okoye card to get rid of the wound. Either way, probably better to do that. I can smash something else. Iron Fist comes in, and Iron Fist has 3 attack, and he has this restriction. To fight Iron Fist, you must also reveal 3 heroes with different costs. So he has Outwit as well, in a weird sort of way. Because his hero mechanics in Dark City are about cost, so it's not exactly Outwit, but it functions the same. Okay. So let's start by hurling trucks, and before I hurl trucks, I want to make sure I know what I'm doing with this wound. So, the effect here is you may KO, instead of getting an officer, you may KO a wound from your hand or a shield officer, or discard pile to get, from your hand to discard pile to get +2 attack. So, if I save the wound, and I hurl the agent instead, that'll give me 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 attack. And can I fight Iron Fist? I have 3 heroes with different costs, so I can fight anything I want in the city. So for 11, I can go 10, 9, 8. Fight Namor for 6 more, and then be clear. Or I can clear Maestro for 6, and I'll actually get to KO 2 of my heroes. But no, I won't, because they'll get smashed away. So that's another option. I could only fight Maestro and purposely leave these agents here to KO them. Yeah, so I could actually do Hurl Trucks 2. Oh, actually, I could do this. I could smash the Trooper for 4. And then I could play Lidador Malage for 6. KO the wound for 8. And then I could fight Maestro and KO 2 of my agents. So what's more worth it to me? What's more worth it to me? To KO 2 agents and a wound? Well, I'm going to KO the wound regardless. So KO 2 agents or fight 2 things. I think I want to do option A. I like the KOing. Hopefully it doesn't cause an extra escape. Yeah, let's do that. I want to take the opportunity to KO two agents. Make this deck a little better. So let's hurl trucks. We'll get the 2 attack. We're going to smash this Trooper away on the left for 2 more attack. And we won't smash. Smash is optional, right? Pretty sure smash is optional. I haven't chosen not to use smash in a long time. So I think it is, if I recall correctly. You may. Yep, it's optional. So we're going to choose not to do one of them. 2 attack on Lidador Malage. Yeah, I thought so. It's just been a bit. 2 more attack. I will KO this wound from my hand to get the 2 more attack. I guess I didn't need to do that. I have the 6 I need. So hold on. Do I want to KO that wound? Yes, I want to KO the wound. What's wrong with me? All right. I guess that means I didn't have to discard the Trooper for hurl trucks. Is there any reason why I'd want to keep it? That would give me 2, 4, 6, 7. No, there's no point. So I'll just do what I just did. Get the 8. I'll play the 2 recruit. I will fight Maestro, who will let me KO 2 of my heroes because I have 2 strength. So I go down to 2. I will KO these 2 shield agents. I think that was a smart move, especially on this side where I got a lot of She-Hulk and Okoye. More likely the rare is going to trigger if I do that. Okay. I'm happy with that. I'm not going to take Stingray because that's the wrong side. I am instead going to take a sidekick, and it's Ms. Lion. And that's the end of the turn. If I have an escape, I'm going to be upset that I did that, but I don't think I will. I think I'm going to be happy I did that. After this reshuffle, especially. Maybe not yet. Although, no strength to trigger the KO of this wound. But, this is Subdermal Track, where I can play another card from the villain deck to KO that one. And with Ego, that's not the worst thing, because there is an extra villain group in here, so speeding it up, but he does play extra cards in the villain deck, so still not great. Turn 16, is Zax from Radiation. We got a full regular city, except for the last extra space. Here, a fight. Each player reveals a strength hero or gains a wound. Escape same effect. For turn 16. Okay. I have an investigate. I got a card draw, and I got a sidekick. So once again, I think I should do the blind investigate just to set up a card draw or get lucky and get an Avenger. So let's go. 2 recruit, investigate for an Avenger card. I mean, I'll teleport it, you know what I mean? All right. So I'm going to tuck both operatives. Let's go for some better draws. Let's go with the sidekick first. Draw 2 cards. 1, 2. All right, I'm glad I did that. Deck chairs on that Titanic is next. 1.5 attack. Draw a card. There's Okoye. And who am I moving? Nasty escape effect. Nastier escape effect. No escape effects. Oh, Zax has one. I think everybody's exactly where I want them, except maybe Iron Fist can move up. So I'll move Iron Fist up. We'll swap him with yeah, we'll swap him there. Yeah, no way for me to get wounds. I've played against Zax several times in Marvel Champions. What does he do in Marvel Champions? Okay. So impeccable planning is going to give me nothing except for 2 attack and a half. We've got 4 or 5 attack. We've got 6, and we've got the reveal for a wound thing that we just had last time. 7, 8, 9, but only that attack and 3 recruit. 9.5 attack. Okay. I can fight Iron Fist and Namor, can I? I have 3, 5, 4. Yeah, I have plenty of costs. Okay, so Zax turns in Champions turns all your cards into energy, and then damages you for each energy you have. Oh, gross. I like it, but I can see that being very, very painful. Okay, hold on. Before I do that, Zax, if I fight him here, each player reveals a strength hero or gains a wound. Both sides have strength hero, so if I decide to fight Zax, I can choose not to reveal, which means I can actually use Okoye. I can reveal it to return the wound to the stack, draw a card, and wound a villain. So if I do that, that'll cost me 5. I'll be down to 4. I'll wound a villain. I still can't fight anything else super strong. I don't think it's worth doing that just yet. So I'll just do what my original plan was and take out Iron Fist and Namor at the same time. So turning it down to 6.5 attack. I reveal 3 allies or heroes at different costs. Stingray, Coulson, Okoye. Goodbye. And now for the remaining 6, let's fight Namor. His fight effect is the same. He checks for defenders in the city. No bindings. I'm hoping to avoid those bindings by fighting him. So he's gone too for 6. Okay, 3 recruit. I will... I'm going to take the other Stingray instead of Coulson. This is the better choice for what I got going here. And there, I knew Stingray had a range, and it had a bunch of recruit, or had range on it, and a bunch of recruit, and excessive violence. So, and that's KO power as well. That's a good one. Sting of the Stingray Sting, one of the best card names in the game, if I say so myself. That I'll probably go for. We're on turn 17. Not a great hand here, and that is Sapien League. And the thing about, I had a feeling the twist was going to take a while to show up because the extra villain group in here with Ego. Because I'm not fighting him that much, so I'm not speeding up the deck just yet. So Subdermal Tracker, speaking of that, is I can play another card from the villain deck if you do KO this wound. I have plenty of ways to get rid of wounds, so I'm not going to do that. I don't need to. But I do have General Okoye that I can't activate her superpower, so I may gain a shield officer. I don't really want one. I have She-Hulk. She's doing just fine recruiting things on her own. So we'll just play this out with no powers. 2, 3, 4, 5, and 1 little floating recruit that I might not even play. Okay, so I can fight Zax now, but I don't have Okoye on the right to cancel the wound, so I'm going to avoid that. So I'll probably just fight the leader and have 1 attack left over. I'd rather use Zax for that effect later. So we're going to take out leader for 4. There's going to be another leader coming in at some point to speed things up. And that's it. That's all I can do. 2 sidekicks this turn. Oh, this is going to be a great turn. Look at that. So I get to draw 3 cards, I get to smash 2 other cards, and I get to get extra attack and wounds from Okoye, which might combo with other things that I draw. So I'm looking forward to turn 19. But turn 18... And by the way, in case anybody's watching me for the first time or for the first few times, I am playing 2-handed solo. So it's as if it's 2 people. Player 1 over here, player 2 over here. 2 individual hero decks sharing the HQ. And the games go a little longer, get to use more stuff. It's more complicated, but if you can swing it, that's my favorite way to play. Turn 18 is... There he is. I'm glad I took out the first Namor, because 2 Namors in the city guarantee that I get bindings. Because you can't get rid of one without triggering bindings from the other, which would be awful. That's so weird. When Namor's there with himself, his ego blows up and he starts hurting me, which actually makes a lot of sense. So, plus, if he was still there, the ambush would have triggered. So, there's no other defenders in the city, so nobody gets a binding. Thank goodness I did last turn. Okay. Do I outwit? I don't yet. We'll see if I do after this card drop. Once again, deck chairs on the Titanic is going to give me 1.5 attack, and I draw hopefully a 3rd cost. I do draw a 3rd cost. Wonderful. Oh, and I can move somebody around. This time I'd rather Zack's Escape than Venom, so let's do that swap. Okay, I've got a superpowered swimsuit. That's going to be another half attack. Great, I can turn this die to the correct orientation. And tech, you get +2 attack usable against Bridge, Sewers, Mastermind. It's going to float over here. And then I do outwit, thanks to drawing a superpowered swimsuit to recruit. And draw a card, because I outwit. And it is another deck chairs on the Titanic. Actually, I recently read the Deadpool comics where he actually makes the mercs for money, and it enhanced my enjoyment of the set, which is fun. If I recall correctly, he's just, what he looks like. He is another villain that got empowered by radiation, but he got kind of electricity powers from that, and that's all, as much as I know. He's like one of Hulk's enemies. That's too much. All right, that gave me 2 recruit, yep. And let's play the other deck chairs, which is going to put back to 3.5 attack. I draw another card. It is an operative, and I will move Venom down 1 more, because why not? 4 total attack after all that. That's not a lot of attack for all those cards I drew, but I do have 3, 4, 5 recruit, and that is enough to fight still only the Sapien League. Let's hope I don't play another one. I've been pretty good at avoiding that so far. So... 3 attack, top card. Oh, wait, I have the +2. Hold on, I forgot about the +2. So, let me back up for a second. I had 4, right? So I can actually fight Namor. I forgot. Because he's in the sewers. So, 1, 1.5, 2.5, 3, 4. Plus the +2 towards the bridge, sewers, or Mastermind. Let's take out Namor for 6 total attack instead. Now, it's a better decision. Before any other defenders show up. So yeah, I avoided both Namor effects, which I don't think I've ever done before. So I'm happy. Plus, I get to take this other Stingray card over here. Stingray's really showing up for me. 3 recruit, excessive violence. You may KO one of your cards or a card from your discard pile. Great all around. And there's Ms. America, and it's one of her strength cards, which will activate on either side. More likely on the left-hand side. Reveal the top card of your deck, KO it, or teleport it. Pick a hole in reality. All right, we're about an hour and 45 minutes in. Still no Scheme Twist 5. The longer this goes on, the more I want to end the stream when I get there. But again, I will ask you. There is always a chance I will never get to Twist 5. But I probably will. After I start getting ego, it's going to speed things up, and I'll probably get there. But who knows what the unveiled scheme's going to be. It could be one that I'm in big trouble when I get it. All right, another Sapien League. Ooh! If I had fought the Sapien League last turn, I would have put an extra... I would have sped things up, so I'm glad I didn't do that. Okay, I'm glad I caught that extra attack. What's the smartest way to handle this? I have several cards in the deck, so I'm not worried about losing a discard pile for things that matter. Let's start with Ms. Lion, actually. Here we go. Rescue a bystander. It is standard. Draw a card. It's going to be... Ooh, another She-Hulk. Now I can activate both Okoye if I want to. And that goes away. Let's draw 2 more. Standard sidekick. Drawing Shield Agent. And the rare Okoye. Okay, this is a better turn than I even thought it would be. So if I smash these 2 agents away, what does that give me? Let me just play it out. before I do it officially. Oh, I won't be able to transform She-Hulk, though. I'm only going to get that much recruit, only 4. So that's going to give me 2, 4, 6, play this, 7, 8, 9, and draw a card and get a wound, 10, 11, 12, draw a card, get a wound, 13, 14, 15, 16, KO one of those wounds, 17, 18 is my max attack this turn, not counting the 2 cards I draw. That is really tempting. That's 2 hits on Ego if I do that correctly. And I can get rid of those wounds easy later. Does the right-hand side have Okoye? I don't, so I can't cancel one of them. But, hey, let's play it out like that and see what happens. And if I draw... So, on top of that, if I draw enough cards to get 2 more recruit, I can transform She-Hulk, because I keep forgetting that happens after. But yeah, let's draw first, because I might get something else I want to smash away, like if I get another wound. But I'm hoping I get enough recruit to hurl trucks. So playing out in that order, let's start with hurl legal objections. So every time I go back to playing She-Hulk, I always forget that she has if you made this much this turn transform, it's not transform immediately, which is extremely good, extremely versatile. So let's play that first. Now I'll play 2 of my last breath. 2 more attack. Let's take the wound. So you may draw a card and get +1 attack. I draw a trooper, get 1 more attack. I gain myself a wound. It's another grievous one. Again, hopefully I can get rid of these just by KOing 2 effects. Let's do the other card draw / get another wound. Let's go all out. Berserker mode without Berserk. 2 more attack. I'll take the effect as well. I will draw Cypher. Interesting. And 1 more attack. Yep, that was 1, 2, 3. I should have 6 now. And get another wound. Let's play Cypher in a second. I'm not at risk of... I have 1 card left in my deck, though. So I got to be careful. I'm going to want to play direct the Agents of Wakanda while I still have a discard pile. But if I play Cypher, then I'll get shuffled back in. So I cannot play a Cypher right now. So I could smash Cypher away. Or, even better yet, I play Cypher after... No, I want all these to go back into the deck, so I do not want to reshuffle. So I don't want to play Cypher at all, because then my deck will be consisting of all these, and that will not be good. These will go in the discard. So yeah, we're not playing Cypher. So I probably will smash him, otherwise he's just a dead card. Let's just go ahead and play first direct the Agents. Up to a 10 attack. I will KO one of the worst wounds from my discard pile. And the worst one is Blunt Force Trauma. You may spend 5 attack, or you may play another card for the villain deck. This one's hard to get rid of, so Subdermal Tracker is going to get KO'd. I find it in my on my neck and I destroy it. Oh, thank you very much. Thank you very much, Mikey. And I heard you're going to be streaming again, so let us know when that's going to be. You're going to be streaming some arcade runs, too, I heard. And I look forward to catching those if I can. Oh, I forgot what I did. Did I get the +2 attack yet? I don't think so. That was 1 to the 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10. No, I got 12. 12 right now. And, yeah, let's do smashings. So, hurl trucks. Is there anything I want to do with this 2 recruit? No, except for get a sidekick. Awesome. And if you need OBS tips, let me know. I can help you out. Okay, 2 more attack. I'm definitely going to smash Cypher since I'm not playing them. So 2 more, up to 16. Okay, if I keep these 2, I get a sidekick. Do I need the 19th attack? Gotta do some math. If I hit Ego, it's going to be 9. Then I'll go down to 8. I could hit him twice. Then I'll have 2 attack left. I'm probably going to hit Ego once and then hit something else. I'll take the extra attack. I'm not going to do the math right now. I'll just trust that I might need it. All right, I'll smash away the agent. Oh, wait, I have 2 recruit. Hold on, that changes things. Okay, I'm going to get 3 recruit. I'm not going to get anything else. Oh, and I guess with all those draws, I never got 6 recruit this turn. That's funny. So I'm not going to be able to transform anyway. So yeah, I'll smash away the agent for 2 more. 18. And 19. Attack. And I'll play the agent for a third. So what do I hit first? So if I hit Ego once, I'll be down to 10 attack. I can hit him again, or I can go ahead and clear Venom and a Sapien League, and hopefully not another Henchman. And I just drew one, so what are the odds of me having another one over there? Again, I'm going to save Zax for when I have Okoye on the right-hand side. So let's clear a bit of the city first, and then we'll hit Ego. Sound good to everybody? All right, I'm going to go ahead and reduce this to 12, spending the 7 to hit this Venom card. Putting these on the bottom of the wound stack, which, boy, do I like that mechanic from Black Panther. He has no fight effect, so he's just gone. What happened? There we go. Okay. And let's fight which Sapien League? The one on the rooftops, I think. Since I might get bonus attack towards the sewers, it won't make a difference. All right. We're down to 9, just enough to hit Ego. Okay, one of my heroes, Shield Agent. And top part of the villain deck. Please, please, please. Ah, shoot. All right. Well, I just sped it up. Oh, well. So I play the Sapien League. Oh, well. Let's hit the Mastermind. All right. So he's going to be down to 8. Here we are. Cover all that exists. You may KO one of your heroes. Choose a henchman from any victory pile. Okay, so Sapien League are just flooding the city now. Okay. So do I want to KO a trooper? Yeah, I'll KO the trooper. And then I'll put a henchman from my victory pile into the city. So we got 3 Sapien Leagues. But at least when those go back in, the more I pull out of the villain deck, less likely they're going to play extra cards. And then we do the Ego thing. Destroy leftmost city space. Choose a henchman from any victory pile to enter the city. Oh, no. Nope. Destroy leftmost city space. Any villain there escape, shuffle this tactic back into Ego's tactics. And I will do that. Wandering Kumquat is here with a Prime sub. 3 months for Wandering Kumquat. Happy New Year. Happy New Year to you as well. Welcome back. I hope you get a chance to play some Legendary again. I was enjoying watching you quickly expand your collection when you joined up. And so I know you have it. And I know time is a big deal when it comes to this game. So I hope you have some time to play it. I'm pretty sure there's some really interesting stuff coming this year, too. From the little we know. All right, shuffle that back in. So some good news here. Ego is down to 8, and I can zoom back in. Hooray! No more giant camera view. At least for now. That could come back. If I hit a strike before I destroy the bridge, then it will. Still haven't gotten a chance, but I really need to catch up now, but hopefully I'll start playing again. Yeah, I hope you do too. If you do play arcade mode, let me know what you think. And I end my turn with the recruit. I really want to get that a lot of hurl trucks. I'm going to take the other hurl legal objections. By the way, anybody looking at the setup, because I accidentally left a custom group in there where it says kings, that is actually defenders. Everything else in the setup is accurate. And I'm thrilled well, I can't guarantee anything, but we may eliminate Ego. We may eliminate Ego before his Epic has a chance to show up, because Epic is wild. Not to mention it plays a lot of extra cards, or puts a lot of extra cards into the setup. I'm glad I shuffled when I did. Yeah, so the deal with Ego is that you can attack him, but you can't win the game by destroying his tactics, because every one of his tactics shuffles back into his tactics. Good wins when you destroy the city, because you're actually destroying Ego. So I destroy the 2 extra spaces up there. I have to destroy all 5 of these. That's why down here it says Ego Punch Tracker, because I hit him just as many times as it takes. But the more you destroy him, the easier it is for escapes to occur, which is tricky. But yeah, he's very unique and very fun to play against. Turn 20, Daredevil from the Defenders comes in. Fight the next hero you recruit this turn goes on top of your deck. And I reduced the number of city spaces back to normal, so now I could have an escape, which Zax has a pretty bad one. So I might have shot myself in the foot unless I can draw some more attack here. But I do outwit, so I can draw a second card. You destroy the city by fighting Ego. So every one of Ego's tactics says destroy the leftmost city space and shuffle the tactic back in. That's how. It's a really neat design. I don't know how he comes up with these things. Okay, I don't have tech to draw the card to get the +2 attack. So let's start by setting up my draw with an Avengers, maybe teleport, maybe not. Top 2 of the deck are Stingray and the Operative. So I'm going to tuck the Operative, leave Stingray on top. Yeah, I'm not super versed in a bunch of other games, but if there's another game that has as many expansions as... If there are other games which has many expansions as Legendary, I'm sure there are. They're probably few and far between. There's a ton of these expansions. I only came into the game... What is it? I lost all track of time. Like, 5 or 6 years ago now. And there were already a ton at the time that I discovered the game, and there's been even more. Alright, I do Outwit. So let's draw the mystery card, because I got 2, 4, and 0. Yeah, does somebody want to count and let me know how many there are? I don't have the time to count it right now, but you can check. Don't forget villains, because that's the other villain group. Outwit, draw card. You don't have to count the bystanders. So I do draw a card. It is the one I revealed. And let's keep going with that. We've got deck chairs, so I can now activate Superpowered Swimsuit when I do. 1 attack, draw another card. That's a wound. That hurts. And I can move villains around. I will. I'll move Zax just in case I can't fight him. We'll avoid an escape. It's 10. Randomizer really killing it lately. Have you gotten any Black Widow Masterminds in the Randomizer yet? No. There's only Taskmaster and Indestructible Man. And Indestructible Man is another one like Ego, has a really weird way to win. Kind of. You still fight him, but the restriction. Not yet. But we are, like I said at the beginning of the stream, we're probably going to eliminate all the Masterminds this year because there's only a handful left. So we'll see them in due time. So I did the swap. Let's go ahead and go with the swimsuit. 1 half attack. Oh, I have 1.5 actually from deck chairs, so I get the other half, so to 2. I draw a card. It is another swimsuit, and I get +2 towards Sewers Bridge Mastermind, my choice. I mean, yeah, don't rush yourself. Just, play through with what you got. There's plenty of time to do that if you want. Hey, there's Nightbot. Hello, Nightbot. Yes, please join the Discord. The next goal is to get 800 members. We actually have a lot, but join. Say hello. Participate in all the stuff we got going on, or just lurk. Lurkers are great. I love lurkers. All those lurkers out there who have never talked to me, love you. All right, 1 half attack. I gotta go, but it was nice to be here for a bit. Maybe I'll have a good night. I will do my best to beat Ego, and you have a good night too. I'll draw a card. It is an operative. I get the +2, so I got +4 towards those locations, and I can split them up if I want to. So I should actually do it this way. So if you have 1 swimsuit, you can't split that up because it's +2 against this, this, and this. But I have 2 of them, so I can split them up by 2 by 2 if I want. So I'll do that just in case. I got a 3rd attack. Yep, that's these equal 1 attack. That's 2.5. That's 3.5. 2 recruit. 5, 6. So Daredevil, I can wall crawl Ms. America, which is pretty good. I have 7 recruit actually. Yep, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1 away from. Oh, I wish I could have wall crawled She-Hulk, but if this was not a stupid wound, okay. So I can fight Daredevil 1 through 3, 4, 5. I don't have 2 left over, or I can try to fight 2 Sapien Leagues instead. If I wall crawl Miss America though, 3 attack, reveal the top card of your deck, KO it or teleport it. That's a decent one. I guarantee 3 attack on my next right-hand turn if I fight Daredevil instead. There are 33 sets available right now, counting core sets, but not counting 3D. Yes. 3 core sets and 30 expansions. That's so many. And if there's going to be 4 expansions this year, that's 37 sets. I would not be surprised if Legendary hits 50 sets at some point. Wouldn't shock me, but it would be really cool. Okay. Choices again. I could hit Daredevil for 5, have 2 left over I can't do anything with. I could hit 2 Sapien League. I've played a lot of them. There's a good chance that the top card of the villain deck is not a henchman. I'll get to KO 2 heroes that way. But if I fail 1, I'm probably not going to want to fight another one because I'll be too scared to hit another one. I could fight Zax. Each player reveals a strength hero or gains a wound. I have 2 strength, 1 on each side, so I can avoid that. But then I won't get to do the cool Okoye thing. But I could do that another way. Like, is there any way I can get 1 more recruit? You know what? I'm going to go for the Daredevil fight. I like the guaranteed Ms. America on top of the deck. Left-hand side's got how much attack? 1, 2, 3, 4. Enough to fight a Sapien League, so I'm good there. All right, let's do it. Let's commit. I'm going to spend 3.5, or 3 of my 3.5, and 2 more towards the sewers to fight Daredevil. Daredevil has his fight effect. The next hero recruit's turn goes on top of your deck, so great. I'm going to now recruit, take a hole in reality, and put it at the top of my deck. That's what I meant by wall crawl. And there's Approved Orbital Strike. Okay, I might want to pick Orbital Strike up when I can on this side because A, it'll be attack that triggers Stingray, and B, it'll get me to that shield level 3, maybe, so I can actually draw extra cards and make the 2 impeccable plannings I have worth something. All right, here's Miss America. Let's see how good that was setting up my hand. There's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Pretty darn good. I can even trigger it with a Sovereign Bodyguard. I'm glad I did that. Plus, I'm going to put a Sovereign Bodyguard on top. The next wound that is gained by somebody, I can cancel. All right, turn 21. The turn I really hope does not put another Sapien League into the city as I fight one. Okay, that was Baron Macabre on top, so fighting those 2 would have been fine. But I have an escape because Baron Macabre does it. So, oops. A villain from your victory pile enters the city, wound that villain, then wound Baron Macabre number of times equal to that villain's VP. So, what if I put the leader in the city? How sadistic would that be? Nope. I'm looking to see who I put in. I do have another Baron Macabre. So that would also put another villain, which I also don't really want to do. I think I might put Abomination in there because he can just move back into the city and get me more bystanders. Plus, he's going to wound the Baron 3 times. Yeah, I could do that, but oh boy. How much would I hate myself if I did that? So let's do that. Let's go ahead and put... Although Maestro is pretty good for Chaos, but I'm going to go with Abomination. Maestro is worth 4 VP. Could get me more... So it's between Maestro and Abomination. Let's go with Abomination. A little less scary. So, Abomination is going to enter, which is going to push the Sapien League out. Let's finish this effect, though. Wound that villain, then wound Baron Macabre number of times with that villain. Alright, so... Although I will wound my... Oh, I'll keep it this way. So, Abomination. We're going to wound Abomination because Stingray can move it over. And then he's worth 3 VP, so we wound Baron Macabre 3 times. 1, 2, 3. So he is down to 2 attack, while Abomination is down to 4. There we go. 2 attack there, and then 4 attack for Abomination, and then we got to take care of this other nasty escape that we got. Well, not as nasty as it could have been. Sapien League escape, which is just a simple KO from the HQ. Now that I got Orbital Strike, I'm hesitant to KO one of these Coulsons, but I'm still going to do it. We'll get rid of 1 impeccable planning with a KO, and then get rid of... Oh, nope, they don't blow up. They come back and they escape. I don't know what I was doing. So, they escape. Okay, cool. 3rd escape of the game. Hopefully, that does not matter for the unveiled scheme. I could be in big trouble. I have no idea what that's going to be. We've got Radioactive Riot. And now I can play out my turn. I forgot I had a turn. All right. Only got 4 attack. And I'm not going to get 6 recruit. Let's just play what I've got. I've got, I may gain a shield officer. I will choose not to. That's 1, 2, 3, 4 attack. And 3 recruit. I'm going to probably fight Abomination. Oh, I don't want to fight him. I wanted to go to the streets. Yeah, streets or bridge for Abomination. Yeah, we'll keep him around. I'm gonna do the safe thing and fight Baron Macabre instead of one of the Sapien Leagues. You know what? Let me do some math. Let me figure out how many Sapien Leagues I've played. Victory piles, I've got 1 Sapien League. Right-hand side has 2, 3. So that's 4, 5, 6. There are 4 more in the villain deck, according to my calculations, which is too many to risk it with a full city, with Zax there. So let's spend the 2. Put these in the bottom of the wound stack. and take out the very wounded Baron Macabre for 2. Play it safe. Safe plays. Everybody loves watching safe plays. 3 recruits. We'll get the To My Last Breath because that's what we're doing. And it is another Radioactive Riot. With the KO power, that would have been better earlier in the game, but I'll take it. And where was I? Okay, that's 1. Yeah, here we go. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. What do I have here? More smashing, more triggering ambushes, or not ambushes, more triggering attacks. Okay, I still got Sovereign Bodyguard on top here. I gotta remember about. Okay, turn 22 is a second Abomination right after the first Abomination. So, if I take them out at the right time, I can get 6 bystanders out of that, which is nice for my total VP, plus some extra effects, unless Amy shows up, and we're not going to talk about that. I'll play Sovereign Bodyguard, because once again, you can still activate the effect once it's played. It is to reveal. So I've got Ms. America here, which is going to reveal the top card of my deck, KO or teleport it. But I also have deck chairs in the Titanic, which is draw a card. I don't think it really matters. Well, if I play deck chairs and I get an investigate card, that I can set her up. So I'm going to go with deck chairs first. So deck chairs first, 1.5 attack. I will draw a card. It is another deck chair. So I got 2 moves coming. Yeah, let's move Abomination to his spot. Then I can hit him. Okay, Street Sewer Bridge. So we're gonna move him up, and we'll move him up again with the next one, the wounded one. Okay, second one. 1 more attack and a half. 5.5 up to 6, and I will move him to the streets. There you go. That's exactly where I want you. And now we'll kick a hole in reality. And I can even excessive violence him to KO some stuff, like some wounds. Up to 9 attack. Oh, now I want to hit Ego, but I'm going to have Zax escape if I do that. Okay, reveal the top card of your deck. Triggered from Okoye. KO would have teleported. I'm going to KO this Gray. Okay. I will play Sting of the Stingray Sting just to make sure the excessive violence is out there. I can KO one of my cards or a card from my discard pile. So I'm going to shoot to KO that 1 standard wound that I've got. I've got 11 attack after my 2 soldiers. So if I hit him on the streets, I get bystanders. I'll be down to 8 or 7. And then I can probably just get rid of Zax because I have to get rid of him if I want to hit Ego without an escape. So we'll go with the bystanders first. So we're gonna spend 4, down to 7. Psychic Trauma goes to the bottom of the stack, and Abomination is in the street, so we do the thing. If you fight him on the streets or bridge, rescue 3 bystanders. 1, 2, 3. Great combo with Stingray. And I've got, some specials. So we'll take him out, and then we'll look at those. Okay, so first we got the Undercover Agent. A player of choice gains the Shield Officer. No choice in the matter. I'm going to put it on the left-hand side. Doesn't necessarily need it, but left-hand side has more of the 2 She-Hulks need to transform, so the extra recruit will help. So left side gets a Shield Officer. Second one is the Dog Show Judge. Okay, when you rescue this bystander, each player reveals the top card of their deck. Judge one of those cards to be the best in the show. That player draws that card. So here we go. Top card of each side. Okay, so if I draw Impeccable Planning this turn, I can fight Ego, but again, I'm going to have Zax escape. I'll have 9 total attack. I can go hit Zax for 5, do the wound thing, draw some more, and then maybe clear something else. So Cypher's decent with not forcing a reshuffle, but I'm going to take Impeccable Planning so I can do a little more. Actually, hold on. What does left-hand side have as far as stuff going on? I could really benefit from an extra couple of cards drawn because I might be able to transform She-Hulk. So what if I don't take Coulson? I'll end on 7 attack. I can go 5 attack. I'll be down to 2. I can cancel the wound. I can draw a card. I might get 1 more attack to hit the Sapien League. Alright. I will actually let the left-hand side draw Cypher and put impeccable planning back. I'm a good team member to myself, and I got another bystander. That's just a standard. Okay, so let's do the thing. Let's fight Zax for 5. Each player builds a strength hero or gains a wound. I'm going to reveal Hurl Trucks on the left. Right-hand side, I'm going to not reveal Ms. America or Okoye, so I'll gain the wound, which I'll cancel with Okoye. I reveal this to return it to the stack, draw a card, and wound a villain. I guess that means I have to look at what the wound is, technically. Although, actually, the rules are when you return a wound to the stack, you tuck it. If you're using both Grievous. So I revealed the spreading nanovirus, so I guess this goes to the bottom. Correct me if I'm wrong on that. Because that just is uniform for when I return a wound to the stack. Like when you fight a villain with wounds on it. Alright, I draw a card, wound a villain. I don't wound it with the same wound I just had, because that could make a difference. Anyway, I draw the impeccable planning anyway. And then I wound a villain. So, no objections. I draw a new wound. And let's wound Abomination. He's down to 4. We'll move him over later. Okay, so I'll play Impeccable Planning. Oh, Zax is gone, first of all. I'll play Impeccable Planning, which just gives me 2 attack. And I want to fight Abomination badly, but I'm greedy for those bystanders, so I'm just gonna fight a Sapien League instead. KO one of your heroes. It's gonna have to be a soldier. Then reveal the top card of the villain deck. If it's a henchman villain, play it. Top card is a Master Strike, which means we're going to have to zoom out again, but at least I don't play an extra card now. It'll be later that I do that. The VP pile is going to be pretty big for these games. And once again, I got free recruit. I'm going to take another Impeccable Planning, freshening up the HQ. It seemed to have been working for me. Oh, I forgot about Excessive Violence. Hold on. I have 1 extra attack to spare. So let's back up a little bit. The Sapien League. Yeah, the villain deck reveal won't affect this, so let's spend that last attack for Excessive Violence to fight that last Sapien League. You may KO one of your cards or a card from your discard pile. I totally almost forgot about that, so let's use that to get rid of the... we'll spend 4 to get rid of the wound, my discard pile. Okay, now, for your recruit, I can take Impeccable Planning. Okay, build the strike team. Coulson is late. Okay, a nice clear city. Hopeful for getting rid of ego guilt-free. But he is going to expand once again, which means he'll be at 9 attack after this next Master Strike. But I will play another card from the villain deck after that, so that to look forward to. Left-hand side's got some good stuff, though. I got that Cypher, and I got a bunch of other things, as you see here. A lot of stuff. But here it is, their Master Strike. So he does his thing. He's going to expand. Zooming back out. Okay, create an extra city space on the left side of the city. But there is some good news. Left side means space number 6 up there. The good news is that there are not at least 3 villains in the city, so no wounds go out. But I do play another card from the villain deck. He goes up to 9 for the record. And let's see. It is... Scheme Twist. There we go. That's twist number 4. We're almost there. I almost forgot the Singularity Investigators were part of this thing. So, no Dark Discoveries. They've been gone for a while. I investigate the bystander stack for a card that have it enter as a Singular Investigator. They're both standard, so I'm going to just take one of them. And here's that awesome promo again. Putting it into the city as the 6 attack villain that it is. Okay. Last twist, next twist, and I have to decide what to do. I'm going to want to take out that investigator because the last twist... Actually, hold on. Twist number 5. So I don't have to worry about this Singularity Investigator, right? Because only twist 1 to 4 give me Dark Discovery, so I can't get a 5th one. I do the new twist effect. So, not too worried about that. Let's see what I can do. Before I do any card drawing, let's play Cypher, set up a draw. Okay, here we go. Top 2 cards of my deck. Draw 1, discard the other. I wonder which one. Okay, I'll take the rare and I'll discard the wound, which gives me nice KO fodder. All right, I'm glad. So I got to play this in this order. first hurl legal objections. 2 recruit. Then, to my last breath, Okoye. I've got 2 attack. I will do the effect. Again, I don't want to sit here and calculate if I need that 1 extra attack or not. Or do I? Hold on. Okay, I'm going to calculate it. So that's, if I don't do it, that's 2, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 15 attack. That is literally just enough to hit Ego and the Singularity Investigator. Or I can get 16 attack, which won't do anything. So let me just double check, but I don't think I have to gain this wound. But I don't get to draw a card either. But I don't think I need to. So once again, that's 2. Let's see, I'd say no thanks, Okoye. 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 15. I got a different number. 9. No, that's what I got, 15. I think I just need the 15. So I don't think I'm going to get the extra wound, because that way I can KO this blunt force trauma with the rare Okoye. So I'm going to say no thanks. I won't get the extra 1 attack. Yeah, that's my decision. I'm sticking to it. Let's go with the rare Direct the Agents of Wakanda. I'm up to 6 attack. And Heroes of Wakanda activates. Let me go ahead and KO the blunt force trauma from my discard pile. We got 2 more attack. I'm up to 8. I haven't revealed anything, so I can still take this back if I want. I don't think I do. So hurl trucks. Let's hurl all the trucks. And 10 base. I'll smash these 2 agents for 4 more attack, up to 14. And then the trooper makes 15. I always forget what Ego's tactics do, but just to be safe, I'm going to fight the Singularity Investigator first. I get to do an investigate. Okay. So, let's rescue the bystander. KO one of my heroes. The trooper's left to KO. And then investigate for a card. Oh, wait, hold on. Ego, well, I guess I can get rid of Cypher. I have to KO something else. Investigate my deck for a card with a recruit icon. Nothing. There's only 2 cards left in my deck, so I guess I'll put Okoye on top. Doesn't matter. Okay, this goes away. Not to my victory pile. It's just a token. I have 9 left. So with that 9 recruit, or 9 attack, he's at 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Let's go ahead and hit Ego again. Over 9. I shuffle these up. Let's see what I get. I got the expansion is my purpose. You get +1 recruit for each empty city space, which is going to let me transform She-Hulk. That's amazing. So I do that before I destroy the extra space. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4 empty spaces. I've made exactly 6 recruit this turn, and that is enough to transform her. That's magical. That is some magical stuff. And now I destroy the Master Strike, which is the leftmost city space. Still haven't been able to use my destroyed city tokens, but I will soon, hopefully. And then no escape, shuffled back in. And then we can transform into Hurl Trucks, which I can play for just 2 attack because I've already played everything else out. So turns out that 1 extra attack would have helped me because I could have hit a Sapien League if I had played Okoye's effect. So you never know. You never know how these are going to end up. So that's gone. And here we go. I have made 6 recruit. So once this turn, if I have done so, I get to transform this into Hurl Trucks, which goes right into my hand. And there we are. So nothing left to smash. So I just get 2 attack when I play this, which doesn't go anywhere, but that's okay. So Ego is at back to 8 attack. And with 6 recruit, I can actually recruit Radioactive Riot, which is going to fit in nicely. 3 attack. Once this turn, if you made at least 6 recruit this turn, you may KO a card from hand or discard. But that's good. Is there any reason I want to take Approved Orbital Strike? No, there isn't. No shield levels at all. No tech over here. I'm going to go ahead and take Radioactive Riot. So, there we are. I did not expect this stream to go this long before we unveiled the scheme. But I'm thrilled. Alright, I've done a lot of KOing. I still have some wounds and some grays, but I've optimized this deck a bit, so every shuffle it gets a little better. What do I have now? 3, 4, 5, 6. I spoke too soon, although it's still decent. That's potentially 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 9 attack, and a card draw, which is enough to hit the Mastermind again. Okay. Turn 24. is Malice. I was wondering where she was. I'm wondering where Prey is. I haven't seen Prey at all. There's 2 of him. Ambush, wound, return a wound from the Mastermind and from each villain to the wound stack. Okay, so 1 succeeded. So this wound goes back. So Abomination is back to full health, but it could have been a lot worse. When Malice has more than 0 attack, you cannot fight her. Instead, you may spend attack equal to her attack to wound her and rescue a bystander. So I can farm a few bystanders off of her, as well as I can farm them off of Abomination at the right spot. Well, let's see what I get. Starting once again with deck chairs, I can move Abomination to where he should be. But I gotta destroy the bridge, so I don't want anything on the bridge. 1.5 attack, draw a card. Let me just double check. Yep. And it's Miss America. Let's go ahead and try to get him to the streets so I can hit him. Because once the bridge is gone, that's not going to work. Then we'll play the swimsuit. Up to 2 attack total. Draw a card. Oh, shoot. I should have played Miss America first. Oversight. That's okay. +2 towards sewers or bridge or Mastermind. I was too excited to play these cards, but that would have been the smart thing. So I'll play her now. Maybe I get to teleport something. Who knows? 2 recruit. Investigate for an Avengers. I didn't get an Avengers. Yeah, I could have drawn Coulson if I did that properly. But I didn't. So I'm going to tuck the operative. I'll leave Coulson on top. I could use the 2 attack probably. Oh, I can zoom back in. What am I doing? There we go. And then we got Coulson, which is again just a 2 attack. 5 total attack. 7 towards Malice. But here's the thing about Malice. This is 2 attack, usable only against the villains in the sewers or bridge or the Mastermind. I don't think that counts towards spending attack equal to her attack to wound her. There's probably a rules clarification somewhere. It's usable against the villain. I'm not using this against her. I'm using it to pay for the wound mechanic. So I don't think I can use this +2 to wound her. Let me know in chat if you agree with me on that. Or you have the answer. I'm pretty sure I can't do that. 3, 4, 5 total recruit. Yeah. Technical, but it's correct. Oh, if only I could have moved him one more time, I could have hit him. Okay. Yeah, well, that's the thing. It doesn't say fight on this card, but it implies fighting. So usable against means fight, I think, in that context. So I can wound her once. And then I could fight her, right? Oh, no, I can't fight her until she's done to nothing. I can't fight her at all. So I can't fight the Sapien League for 3, though, without doing that. Or I could fight Abomination early. But if I just wound her, if I spend 4 to wound her, she's at 3, and then something might move to the streets. But I got a bystander. Let's fight the Sapien League. We'll hope. But I haven't seen a henchman in a while. But I gotta do it at some point. So let's fight a Sapien League. I get to KO one of my operatives that way. So we'll turn this down to 2. We'll fight. We'll officially declare we're fighting. So top card of the villain deck is a Scheme Twist. All right, that's the fateful one. So we're gonna have a poll coming up soon. But right now the henchmen do not come back. All right, let me set up that poll before I move on to the next turn because I know what's coming. But let me finish my turn here. I wish I could take a Proof Orbital Strike. I'm short 1. Well, Build the Strike Team can send stuff undercover, so I'll take that. I don't know how many are still actively watching, so we'll find out in just a moment. Okay, before I move over, let me do this. So when I played twist number 5, I got to figure out what to do. Most of you said you wanted option C, so I'm going to think that's going to happen. Let me do a new poll here. Create a new poll. So, what do on twist 5? Here we go. End stream and play offline. Oh, there's a text limit? I'm just going to say end stream. Tab. We got play through anyway. And then we got play through new team for me. god, there's the text, the character limit is rough. Play through new game. I can't. I'm out of characters. Okay, you know what this means. All right, I'm gonna leave this poll up for. I'll be generous. I'll put up 2 minutes here. All right. The poll is up. How do I show the poll? Here we go. That's not the poll at all. I guess I can't show it. So just look in your chat. What to do on Twist 5. So end stream right now. I play through anyway with you guys having the same unveiled scheme, even though you know what it is. Or we play through it and then I randomize a new unveiled scheme for you. That's options A, B, and C. It's up for 2 minutes while I get ready for my next turn. So once again, end stream now, so you don't see what the unveiled is. Play through, so you know what the unveiled is, but you'll play through anyway. Or C, I continue to play through, and then I randomize a new unveiled scheme for you all in the league. A, B, and C. Sorry that it's not me who killed your phone. It's probably the Twitch app. Maybe it's time for an update. I don't mean an upgrade. Just update your... See if your phone is eligible for an update. A softer update. Okay, here we go. Sometimes that just fixes things. Okay, new hand on the right. About a minute left on the poll. Again, option A means end the stream right now. Option B means continue with the same unveiled scheme, which you're going to see and you're going to get. Or option C, continue, play on, and then randomize a new unveiled scheme for you all. So you won't know what it is. Because I know you guys want to see how this ends, and I kind of want you here when I do that. So let's move to the other side. Before I pull the twist, let's put my hand down. Okay, right now it's option B winning. So you guys, I guess you guys want to know what the unveiled scheme is and then play through with that knowledge, which I guess is fair as long as everybody has that knowledge. No worries. I mean, I appreciate you being here. Hopefully I don't get you in trouble. I swear I put up a Twitch poll overlay, but I don't know where it is. Oh, here it is. Is that it? No, that's something else. And this just does the... Oh, I guess I can just do this. I can put it in the browser. All right. Here we go. You can't even see it. All right, never mind. All right. So looks like playthrough anyway has won. So that means what we're going to do is I'm going to continue to play. I will show you all what the unveiled scheme is, and then everybody in the league will know what the unveiled scheme is. 9 of you voted. I'm totally fine with that result. Any big objections? Otherwise, that's how we're going to do it. Okay. So let's keep going. I'm a team leader, so I get to be my phone. Okay, cool. So no risk of me getting you in trouble today. So let's go. This is going to be a different way to play this, but that's fine. Here it is. Twist number 5. So, twist 5. This scheme transforms into a random unveiled scheme. Do its twist effect. You know, now that I think about it, the stream has gone on for 2.5 hours. So if I did end it here, you did get a stream that's longer than some of my regular streams. But I just had you guys do a poll. I want to talk about this just for a second more. It does change a bit how you play if you don't know what it is. But you know what? I'm going to be fair. I'm going to do what I said I was going to do. So we're going to play it as you guys voted. Okay, let's find out what it is. Let's do it. So pop open the randomizer. I can't take it back now. So let's see what the unveiled scheme is, which you all have advanced knowledge of. This is what you wanted. It is going to be Open Rift, the future timelines. Is that one of the ones I didn't want? If somebody wants to post in the chat, in the Randomizer League chat. Yeah, this is the one when there's temporal rifts. So that's the one where it's okay. Yeah, if everyone's got... I just don't know if it makes it less fun. But some people don't like the unveil scheme. So anyway, this transforms into it. So here we go. I guess that's what Ego is trying to do. Open temporal rifts, which kind of makes sense. So here we go. Transforming into it. Open rifts to future timelines. When revealed, shuffle a random additional villain group into the villain deck. Twist stack next to the Mastermind are temporal rifts. I guess I can at least keep the villain group secret for setup B. That's kind of fun. Okay, let's go ahead and randomize another villain group. Open up Scheme Twister again. Here we go. Let's make sure I have this correctly. And it's set up A, so it can be anything. And yep, I still have everything selected. Okay. So again, the first villain group. I like how it's an additional villain group. We already have an initial one with Ego. So we'll see. The first villain group that comes up that is not always led by the printed Mastermind will be the villain group that I add in. So it is going to be Fear Lords. We're going to throw the Astral Plane into this thing? Okay. We are really getting a taste of the 2022 expansions in this one. So the Fear Lords are being added. Oh, that would have been such a cool surprise if I didn't tell you. Oh, well. It's still kind of cool to know ahead of time. The Fear Lords are coming. So Fear Lords are coming in. Let me go ahead and get them. I was gonna say, yeah, I'm using all the Travels tokens today. I found the Astral Plane, so I've got it. So here's all the Fear Lords are getting shuffled into the villain deck. And I'll do a proper stack shuffle for... Actually, no, I'll do a hand over hand. There's not that many cards left. Okay. Twist stack next to the Mastermind are Temporal Rifts. Twist. Add this twist to the Temporal Rifts. Actually, hold on. I'll read that in a second so I don't miss anything. But yeah. Thank you. Have a good night. I know you stay up late for these, so take care. I'm shuffling up the villain deck now. So there's one Dark Discovery, so that's going to be one Temporal Rift, but the twist is going to add a second Temporal Rift. So let me go ahead and change that to Temporal Rifts as I shuffle really well, and hopefully it's not a bad shuffle. Okay, I did it. I shuffled. Temporal Rifts, huh? Temporal Rifts. And we'll do the rest. Okay, add the twist, which is going to be a second Temporal Rift. Then reveal and set aside cards from the villain deck equal to the number of Temporal Rifts. Play a henchman you reveal, then play the villain you reveal that's worth the most VP. Shuffle the other set aside cards into the villain deck. Evil wins when there are 7 Temporal Rifts or the villain deck runs out. So I'm speeding up the villain deck a little more. That's not great, but there are 4 more twists in there, so I can't lose to the scheme, right? I can only get 6 Temporal Rifts total, but I can let the villain deck run out. So hopefully I can punch Ego before the villain deck runs out. So let's do the rest of the effect. Reveal and set aside cards of the villain deck equal to the number of Temporal Rifts. 2 Temporal Rifts. With 2 extra villain groups, this is not great. Okay. Oh, we got a villain and a henchman. Cool. All right. So let's do this in order. Play a henchman you revealed, then play a villain you revealed that's worth the most VP, and 2 is the most of 2. So there we go. No ambush on Luke Cage. Shuffle the other set-aside cards in the villain deck. There aren't any. If the villain deck runs out during this, that doesn't end the game because you shuffle them back in. All right. So Sapien League came in. This is a lot. This is so much to keep track of. Luke Cage, fight each player, reveal the top 3 cards of their deck. You choose which players discard them and which players put them back on the top in order of their choice, but at least Namor's already gone. So I'm not too worried about that. People are going to have a ton of escapes here when the city gets smaller and smaller, and that keeps happening. Oh, we're going to have so many escapes. All right. I think we resolved everything we had to resolve. So now I can play my hand out. Yeah, you know what? I feel fine. There's so much going on, and I don't think you guys can control for the unveiled scheme anyway. So it's fine that you know with this one. Okay. Radioactive Riot. This is a really good game, though. This is nuts. This is a great way to enter the year. 3 attack once per turn. Once this turn, if you made at least 6 group this turn, you may KO a card from your hand or discard pile. Oh, thank you, Darth. I forgot I had anything to drink at all. All right. I'm checking the Discord. Did anybody say anything? Nobody said anything. I guess they'll find out later. Don't tell them yet. They'll figure it out. Okay, let's start playing some Okoye cards. So the first one's going to do nothing. That's 2 more attack. The second one, I get 2 more attack up to 7. I can draw a card, get 1 attack, and gain a wound. I have a trooper, so let's pretend I play the trooper between the 2 of them. Then I play to my last breath. Do I need 9 attack? If I do, I can hit Abomination on the street, get the bystanders, and I can hit Luke Cage. So I will take that, just to clear the 2 spots. I need the bridge to be empty as long as possible. So I will activate the effect. I will draw a card. It's another to my last breath and get 1 attack. Do I have Okoye on the right-hand side? I do. I'm glad I checked. So I will gain the wound, which is a standard, but I will reveal Okoye, another Okoye, to avoid that. When a player gains 1, I can reveal it to return it to the wound stack, draw a card, and wound a villain. So right side's going to do all of that stuff. Return to the wound, draw a card, wound a villain. So I draw on the right-hand side Ms. America, and I wound a villain. Should I just wound Malice? Because that's a free wound. That's a 4 attack value right now. Then I can actually... well, I got Abomination, I got Luke Cage. I'm going to hit this turn for... Yeah, I'll just wound Malice for basically free. It's a free 4 attack. What a discount. Alright, I do have 2 my last breath, though. So... Although I missed out on getting a bystander if I do that, though. That's kind of a waste of a bystander. That's fine. I want to win the game. So I got a third one. 2 more. I can do it again, which will give me a total of 13 attack. I can clear almost everything. Yeah, let's do it. I will draw a card. Nice, hurl trucks. Get 1 attack. I get a wound. This time I can't cancel the second one. However, this is pretty good. I got hurl trucks. And let's hurl everything I got. 15 attack from base. I can't get 6 attack at 6 recruit anyway, so I'm going to smash both of these cards to get up to 19 attack. And with 19 attack, I go 5, 9, 12, 13, 15, 16, 18. I can clear the city. Unless I want to hit Ego once. If I want to hit Ego once, I can go 5, 9, 12. It'll be a short 1. So Malice takes 6 attack to wound completely. 11, 14. Oh, no. You know what? There's so many cards left in the villain deck now. I should probably just clear the city, and I can clear Ego in due time. So let's do that. Maybe Abomination will give me bystanders will give me more stuff. So let's hit Abomination first. We've got a big turn here. Plus I get more bystanders with Malice, so we'll see. Yeah, let's do a clear. It says clear it. I will clear it. Down to 14. Let's start with Abomination. I'm going to get a bunch of bystanders. I'm going to get 6 bystanders this turn, at least. Maybe one of them is going to be Amy. Who knows? I rescue 3 bystanders. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. I'm glad I kept the stream going. This is too exciting to not share. Okay, 1 bystander. 2nd bystander. There she is. It's Amy. Everybody loves her. Come on in. Come on in. Unfortunately, the Amy emote won't work today, but that's okay. And 3rd one is the news reporter. I mean, I was getting so many bystanders, it was inevitable, right? Okay, the 3rd one is the news reporter. I'm glad that happened before. I'm glad I hit Abomination first, because he would have got moved out of the streets. Well, I guess it works with the bridge, too. Anyway, regardless. When you rescue this bystander, draw a card. Cypher. All right. So before I do more punchy, I'm going to go ahead and play Cypher. Top 2 cards in my deck. Draw 1, discard the other. All right. So, I'm definitely not going to make 6 recruit. So do I want the 15th attack or do I want the 2 recruit? What can I do for 14, 15? So I can go, again, 6, 9, 14. I can go 3, 6, 11. Or I can go 6, 9. Well, the 1 attack's not going to do anything, I don't think. So let's just take the 2 recruits so I can put this back. Oh, discard it. I discard the trooper. So I'll take the 2 recruit. I get a psychic anyway. So let's yeah, I'm gonna go for the bystanders with Malice first. So, I will spend 3 attack to wound her once. Down to 11, I get a bystander. I rescue a bystander. It is a standard. I will spend 2 more to wound her a second time. I'm down to 9. There we are. I wound her another time. She's down to 1 attack now. I get another bystander. And it is the public speaker. I get 1 recruit. On my way. And then for a final attack, down to 8. I wound her once more. I guess I don't have to fight her yet. I can wait. I forgot about that. I get 1 more bystander. And it is the rocket test pilot. Okay. Hyperspeed 3 for recruiter attack. If I hyperspeed for attack, I can clear the whole city. If I hyperspeed for recruit, I would have to get all 3 recruit cards, but then I could actually transform her legal objections. But chances are I'm not going to get 3 of either. So right now I've got 8 attack. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I just need 2 attack to clear the city completely. You know, granted that there's no henchman that's put back in. So I think my best bet is to go for attack instead of recruit. So I'm going to choose hyperspeeding for attack. I just need 2. But most of my attack cards are out here, though. Look at what's in my discard pile. I probably have a lot of recruit cards in hand. So, what's the right decision? I have to hyperspeed. I can't choose not to. I'm going to choose attack. Hyperspeed, 3 cards away. Nothing. Aw, man, the rare. Well, I got 1 attack from the rare being milled. And the third one is the shield agent. Oh, well. I only have 3 cards in deck, so I could still get the rare next turn. Alright, so I got to be careful, because both the Sapien League and Amy are going to cause KOs. Maybe I should have drawn that trooper anyway, so I could have KO'd it. Because now I have to KO, like, Cypher or somebody. Luke Cage, though. Luke Cage affects each player. Oh, shoot, I should have done that. I didn't know the hyperspeed was coming. Yeah, I can't do anything here. I should have fought him before I played Cypher or something. So let's just, we're gonna KO. I hate KOing Cypher. It's such a waste. All right, just because I want to do it, let's spend 0 attack, clear these wounds, and take out Malice for 4. Still got 9. Is it worth... You know what? I'm going to leave Amy there. I don't think it's worth KOing any of these. So I'm just going to take care of Luke Cage. Or I guess I could fight Ego instead. So Luke Cage in Sapien League or Ego. Right side has 3, 6, 8, 8.5, 9.5, 10. Right side's got some decent attack. So you know what? I'm going to hit Ego instead with my 8. Now that I don't want to KO 2 things. Because then he'll be 7. Right hand might be able to hit him again. Yeah, let's hit Ego. I'm changing my plan. Don't hate me. Alright. We've got... Cover all that exists. You may KO one of your heroes. Choose a henchman from any victory pile to enter the city. Cool. That's what I get. That's what I get. That is what I get. Alright, so city's almost full again. It is full because we're going to destroy a city space. And I'm going to have an escape. That's on me. I did it. So I will KO this shield trooper. And, alright, so we finally get to bring the destroyed city space tokens out. At least some of them are going to go to the astral plane. Some of the enemies. So here we go. The bridge is destroyed. And here is the bridge. Destroyed. Whew. Shuffle this back in. Now he's weaker, so... I still have a surprisingly low number of escapes for this scheme and Mastermind combination, so... I'm not going to knock it. He's down to 7. I've got 3 recruit left. And, hey, Ollie! What is up? Yeah, this has been a very strange game. Chat voted to have me keep playing, unveiling the scheme for you all, so you'll have knowledge of it, so that's what I'm doing. We shuffled in the Fear Lords, of all things, into a deck that already had an extra villain group in it. So a lot has been going on. If you look at the preview or the setup. Instead of kings, it's defenders. 3 recruit gets me a sidekick. It's standard. I'm having a lot of fun with these heroes, though. Some pretty cool interactions. Stingray manipulated the heck out of Abomination. Not only did I get bystanders from all the Abominations, but I kept putting them back in. Okay. If I pull a bystander right now, I'm going to be so happy. Last week's league, you and Kyla tied with Adrian Miller in both setups. You tied for 4th place in setup B, and you tied for 1st place in setup A. I don't think that's ever happened before. So well done there. Moving over. And that 7th card from that draw. Yeah, that scheme can be just really swingy. So, turn 26, Prey shows up. So we have an escape, which is the Sapien League. Who am I KOing here? How much recruit am I going to get? I'm not going to get enough to get Orbital Strike. Maybe I have to give up on Orbital Strike. But I think what I'm going to do is actually get rid of Radioactive Riot. 3 attack is great, but I don't think I'm going to be making 6 recruit in a turn for a while. Plus, it'll free up something cheaper. Oh yeah, it's really good. No, you know what? I already have a card that can send me undercover. Send things undercover, so I'm going to get rid of this Orbital Strike. For that reason. And Stingray's been really helpful against Ego. It's been really cool. He moves stuff around, of course. Alright, so that's the escape for the Sapien League. That was the KO. And moving on in, we've got Prey. Prey, I think, is one of my favorites from this villain group. Ambush each villain. Each player reveals an instinct hero or gains a wound that was on a Mastermind or villain. So there aren't any wounds out here, so unfortunately I can't gain the wound on purpose to use General Okoye because there aren't any. So just like Malice, when Prey has more than 0 attack, you cannot fight him. Instead, you may spend attack equal to his attack to wound him and draw a card. So I got to spend 3, then 2, then 1, total of 6 to get rid of him. Okay, I'll play Sovereign Bodyguard for 3 attack right now. If I get a wound, I can reveal the rest. So I've got Ms. America, which I'll play before I draw a card with Stingray. 3 more attack, activated from Okoye, reveal the top card of your deck, KO to teleport it. Alright, I guess I am teleporting She-Hulk for the next turn. Oh yeah, he's great. Prey is. So She-Hulk's part of my next hand. Which is interesting. Now, I don't have attack. And I won't have attack. So I'll play Superpowered Swimsuit simply for the 1/2 attack and the card draw. And it is another Stingray. Then we've got deck chairs on the Titanic, which I've said so many times during this stream. That's 7.5, turns me up to 8. Oh, I can't recall. I think it was somebody's viewer challenge where it was all kings in that deck. You can go back a few weeks and tell me who that was. I apologize, I forgot. But they had a bunch of different villains thrown in. And I put it in my randomizer. I just forgot to delete it before I did the randomizer. So that's on me. All right, oh, shoot. Did I draw a card? I don't think I drew a card yet. Let me just backtrack. I got 3, 6. I started with 7 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I just drew one, so I did not draw for deck chairs yet. So that's 3, 4, 5, 6. That's 7.5. That's 8. I'm pretty sure I didn't draw yet. Thank you. I got sidetracked from things. Okay, so there's another Stingray. And I can move villains around. Here it doesn't really matter, because I'm going to fight stuff. Oh, I had a nice time. Thank you very much for asking. It was simultaneously nice to not get away from streams for a little bit, and also a blast to return, if you know what I mean by that. People just, people are weird. We get tired of the same thing no matter what it is. Okay. And then when we go back to, oh, that's why I like this thing. All right. I don't really need to move anybody because I'm going to fight stuff. And it doesn't matter where they are. But for no good reason at all, I'm going to swap Amy with Luke Cage. Actually, no, because if I get bonus attack towards the sewers, I can't use, if I get the swimsuit, if I get another one of these. So I'm going to swap Prey, actually, and the Sapien League, because there's no more bridge for that. Okay, another deck chairs. Actually, I'll draw first and see what I get. So we're at 9.5 attack. Draw another card. It is an operative, so I won't move anybody this time. We've got impeccable planning, no shield level to speak of, up to 11. Someone's going to get a really good Agent Coulson deck in this week's league, I think. Just wasn't me. 13.5 attack, and we've got Sting of the Stingray, Sting for 3 recruit and the excessive violence KO ability. I have no deck, just a discard pile. I'll play with the 4th recruit. All right, for 13, what's my best strategy? I got 4, 7, and I can take out Prey for 6. And draw 3 cards. So let me, if I draw cards, that forces a reshuffle. And that means none of these get back in the shuffle. But 3 cards is 3 cards, so I could draw more cards with the cards that I draw, so that might not be so bad. Plus I teleport She-Hulk next turn. Or I could hit Luke Cage first, and that would set up what Prey draws. Let's do that. I'm going down to 9.5 attack, hitting Luke Cage. Each player reveals the top 3 cards of their deck. You choose which players discard them and which players put them back on top in the order of their choice. Let's start with the left-hand side, actually. Top 3 cards, left-hand side's deck. Okay, this is pretty good. Do I have any draw cards in my hand? I do. So let's go Sidekick. I have to do them. It's all or nothing. So Sidekick, She-Hulk. Although, hold on. Do I want to try for better cards or more attack? 1, 2. How much recruit am I going to get? Not enough. I could try for something better. You know what? I'm going to discard all 3 of these because I might get the rare, even though it's a sidekick, because I'll draw. How many draws do I have this hand? I've got 1 draw. And I want to discard power for things to KO. Okay, I'm going to discard all 3 of these on the left-hand side. I don't get to look at the other 3 cards on the top. I just have to hope they're better. Right-hand side is going to force the reshuffle, but that's what I wanted. If I like the cards, I can put them there and draw them with all 3 of them with Prey, actually. If I don't like them, I can discard them and maybe draw something better with Prey. It's a nice little combo, Luke Cage and Prey there. All right. Here we go. Top 3 cards of my deck now that I've reshuffled. All right, we've got Stingray, we've got Ms. America, and we've got the Hydra. I'm going to keep these because I can put them in any order. So I'll start with Ms. America, which will set up the Investigate. Actually, I'm going to draw all 3 of them anyway before I play Stingray, so it doesn't matter. Oh, no, hold on. Never mind. It does matter because I can get Ms. America first, then Investigate. Oh, no, I can do Miss America, Stingray, then play Miss America, and tuck the operative before I draw the 3rd card. Yeah, let's do that. Okay. So, anyway, Luke Cage is gone for 4. I have 9 attack left and a half. So, let's wound Prey once. It's like eat, pray, love, but wound Prey once. Down to 6.5 to give a wound to him and draw a card. And I draw Miss America. Let's move some stuff over. I want to draw my 2nd card right now, so we'll wound Prey for 2, down to 4. There are so many moving parts to this setup, and I absolutely love it. All right, draw another card. All right, pausing there. Let's search parallel dimensions to recruit. Oh, I made 6 recruit. That's the other side, though. I don't do anything with 6 recruit over here. Investigate for an Avengers card and teleport that card. Okay, the 2nd card was Coulson. I'll tuck the operative. I'll draw Coulson for more attack. I'll put him back on top. And I'll play Stingray here. 1.5 attack, so it goes up to 5.5. Brings it up to 6. Let's leave everybody where they are. And we'll draw... Oh, I gotta draw the card first. So I draw Coulson. And then I don't move anybody. I'll play Coulson for 2 more attack. I'm at 8. So now I can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Or I can spend 1 for Prey, and then I can hit Ego. Which is also very tempting. Left side's got plenty of attack. 3, 4, 5 to hit things. Yeah, let's go for ego. I want to speed this game up a bit. So we will start by spending... Well, I get to draw one more card for prey, so we're going to go down to 7 to wound him for the final time. Drawing one more card, and that is build the strike team, which I get to actually activate. Wow. All right, 2 more attack. I'm up to 9. Reveal the top card of the shield officer stack. Gain it or put it on the bottom of that stack. Oh, it's Fitzsimmons. Okay, guess what? Trick. Surprise twist. I'm not going to put this under cover. I'm going to gain Fitzsimmons. The tech card, it draws cards. This is great. And that's what he's designed for from the same set. So I will gain it. Absolutely. No undercover. Hey, that was fun. All right, I still have 9 attack. I'm going to hit prey for 0. Put these wounds to the bottom. Take out prey. Okay. 2 space in the city. I'm going to risk it. I'm going to hit ego again. Just because the streets happen to be empty. All right. Tactic is, again, the expansion is my purpose. You get 1 recruit for each empty city space. That is 2 recruit. I'm up to 8 recruit. And I can get She-Hulk's rare. Awesome. Okay. That's cool. All right, now I destroy the next city space. The streets are blown up. No more streets. So there we go. Those are the rooftops. These are the streets. Streets are all messed up, and damage control is going to come in and fix that. This goes back and shuffled into Ego's tactics. So the Ego punch tracker's at 5. I've hit Ego 5 times. If I get no more strikes, I only have to hit him 3 more times, but maximum of 5 more times. So I gotta hit him. Thank you, Lady Cluck, for the hydrate. Hail hydrate. I need it. Okay. So what am I at? I'm at 2 attack, 8 recruit. Let's look at it. I would have rather taken She-Hulk on the left-hand side, but 4 recruit, and then for every 2 recruit you made this turn, reveal the top card of the hero deck, put it on the bottom of that deck, and you get that card's printed attack. Which is not bad. I have some cards with recruit on them. Plus, I get to do this twice just with She-Hulk. So, yeah. It's a rare. I'm taking the rare. I probably won't get it on the other side. So, 8 for me. 8 cost for me. And another window of opportunity. She-Hulk and Okoye are 2 of my favorite hero sets in this game, and you've all been able to see why. It's great to use them together. Okay, that was a lot of stuff. This is a teleported card from way back when, remember? And now I get 6 more cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and a complete reshuffle. Which is nice, because all these are going to my discard pile next. One more. A gray. Alright, let's get those out of the way. That's fine. Plus, do I outwit? I do outwit, so I get to draw a card next turn anyway. Alright, left hand's got some damage potential as I slide Ego away. Oh, by the way, his attack is now down to 6 only. He gets +1 for each empty... Oh, no, not empty. I keep saying that for each city space. Full stop. And I'll get that this turn. Turn 27 is... There's the Fear Lords lurking unknown. They're annoying. All right, 2 attack, fight, reveal the top card of the hero deck. You may spend recruit equal to that card's cost to have the player of your choice gain that hero. If you don't, the lurking unknown enters the astral plane. Even if it was already there, escape, reveal the top card of the hero deck. Each player reveals their hand and KOs a hero with that cost. I hope the astral plane never shows up. Let me just say that. All right, what's my max attack? Radioactive Riot, 3 attack. Lead the Dora Milaje is next. 2 attack. I will do the instead effect. I can KO a shield officer or wound from my hand or discard pile. Oh, I don't have a shield officer in my hand or discard pile. I have to get the wound first, but I can't trigger the wound first unless I play to my last breath first. And I don't have any wounds to smash away. So I'm going to have to play this first without doing this. I could recruit the officer for 3. Oh, I don't have even 3 recruit. So what I think I have to do here is play this without... I could gain the officer. I'm going to choose not to. So I'm going to play this out just getting the 5 total attack. After She-Hulk and Okoye. Then I'll get the wound, because then I'll see another Lead the Dora Milaje and do that later. 2 more attack. 7 attack, you may draw a card, get +1 attack. If you do gain a wound, I will draw the card. Hey, there's my wound. So I draw a card, get 1 attack, and I get another wound, which is beautiful. Okay. Next, I've got Hurl Trucks. So I will get 2 attack, 10. I'll smash the wound away, and I'll smash an agent away. Hold on, I'll smash the wound at least. I can do 1 more smash, but do I want to? What am I going to do for 12? 3, 6, 7, 8. Oh no, I can go Amy, Sapien League, Ego, and then I will end up KOing both agents when I do that. So I'll stay at 12. I'll only smash once. I'll play the 2 agents then if I'm going to KO them anyway. 2 recruit. Let's start with the Sapien League because they could put another henchman in which case I don't want to fight them second. So Sapien League first. Down to 9. Yeah, this scheme and Ego for the first time, which is cool. All right. First start with KO an agent. And top part of the villain deck is a Lurking Unknown, which looks like a henchman at first, but is not. So good. They're gone. Lurking Unknown, probably the last thing I'm going to let go. Now, the Fear Lords have pretty nasty escape effects, so I'm getting worried that they're showing up as soon as I'm running out of city spaces. But it is what it is. Let's turn down to 6, and let's fight Amy. You know what she does. She has the ability to fight KO one of your heroes, so get out of here. She's gained as a bystander. And second shield agent is gone. Let's hit Ego for 6 now. Blowing up the rooftops. Ego's fake rooftops. And it is until everything is me. I did this one. This is the first tactic I hit. Rescue 3 bystanders. Okay, 1, 2, 3. What are they? I get to look at them at least. Another Amy! Oh, well, at least she's going to escape next turn. Why is Ego friends with her? So we destroy the rooftops. There we go. And this gets shuffled back in. I was saying earlier, there are going to be a ton of escapes for this for the league. So I shouldn't be too frustrated at the amount of escapes I've gotten. Someone's going to have no escapes somehow. Okay. That shuffled back in. Ego punch Shackers at 6. No more strikes, and I got him 2 more times. So let's rescue these bystanders, I suppose. So standard, and Amy. So 2 standards. Amy's coming in. We got a Lurking Unknown coming in, which means this Lurking Unknown is going to escape, which is not great. We'll look at what that means in a second. And I'll end with 2 recruit. I will get a sidekick, and it is Rock Slide. Shattering is welcome. All right, Ego is now down to 5 attack only. That is it. Okay, I got plenty of attack. That's going to be, yeah, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I can end the game in 2 turns if I don't care about a bunch of escapes, that is. If I want to avoid the escapes, I got to clear the city first. Okay, so here's what happens. This Lurking Unknown enters, which means this one escapes. Now look at this. Escape. Reveal the top card of the hero deck. Each player reveals their hand and KOs a hero with that cost. So, luckily, well, actually, here. If I get a 7 cost, I get a rare KO, which would, you know, it never happens around here. Here we go. Top card of the hero deck. It's a 4 cost, which is almost worse because I have 4 costs on both sides. Oh, no, I don't. I don't have a 4 cost on the left. So left side is safe, but Window of Opportunity, the card I teleported, is KO'd because it was added to my hand. So RIP She-Hulk there. That was rough. And then Lurking Unknown escapes. Thank goodness we didn't get one of the escape unveiled schemes. I would have cried. Oh, by the way, I just revealed it. I didn't tuck the card. Yep, just revealed the top card of the hero deck. So we know what it is. It's Stingray. And the other Lurking Unknown comes in, and they have that weird fight restriction. Well, not, you know, fight effect. Well, I don't have much in the form of anything here. I can at least almost hit Amy if I draw an attack card. So we're going to start with Stingray here. 1/2 attack and draw a card. That is all I get. Give me another attack, please. I got it. So let's play this. Let's do the safe thing. 1, 2, 3.5 attack is what I'm at. And 3 recruit. Let's fight Amy. KO one of my heroes. It's going to be an operative. There we go. And I'm at 1/2 attack. Oh, you did. Oh, don't do them together. I don't recommend it. So yeah, Fear Lords was the extra villain group from the Unveiled scheme that chat voted to look at for the league this week because they wanted to see me play, and I'm happy with that because I'm glad we're here for the end of this. This is an epic game, truly. I've got 3 recruit. Do I even want She-Hulk? Yeah, I do because I got the She-Hulk rare over here that needs recruit, so I will take it for 3. Put Stingray in and end this thing. That's cool that you got an in-person local league. That's awesome. All right, I've got, I think you mentioned that before. General Okoye is on top, so I can cancel a wound. I got to remember that. All right, this should be decent. Turn 29 is another twist. Haven't seen one of those in a while. So this twist is added to the temporal rifts. There are now 3 temporal rifts. I could have a bunch of escapes right here. This is the unfortunate combo. Then reveal and set aside cards in the villain deck equal to the number of temporal rifts. That's going to be 3 temporal rifts, so 3 cards in the villain deck, and a lot of them are villains. All right. Oh, God. Oh, God. Hold on a second. I would have played 2 twists, but I don't. Check out what happens here. Check this out. What a crazy turn of events. Play a henchman you revealed, then play the villain you revealed is worth the most VP, so I play the leader. I finish this card's effect, though, before leader ambushes. Shuffle the other set-aside cards into the villain deck. So I shuffle these 2 twists back into the villain deck, and then I do leader's ambush effect. That's crazy. So if leader showed up without that happening, he would have played a twist. That's nuts. All right, so I shuffle this up. Then we do the leader's effect. All right, his ambush is playing another card from the villain deck, so it's going to be whatever this is. It's Iron Fist. I don't know if that's any better. But... So Iron Fist comes in, pushing Lurking Unknown. So another chance to KO my rare. 2 chances to KO the rare. Reveal the top card of the hero deck. Did I KO a hero from the HQ for that last escape? I think I did. If I didn't, I apologize. Pretty sure I did, though. I'm not 100%. All right, top card of the hero deck is a 5 cost. So no 5 cost here. Unfortunately, I lose Sovereign Bodyguard from Sovereign Bodyguard on the right-hand side. So goodbye, Sovereign Bodyguard. I should have done the KO first, anyway. I think I might have forgotten to KO. So just to be safe, I don't want to mess it up. I don't want to overcompensate. I think I have to KO 2 things in the HQ. But that changes this whole thing. So let's just say it was I don't know, chronological anomaly. All right, so I do have to KO something from the HQ. Let's get rid of Win of Opportunity for the escape. And there's the escape. Okay, so now Okoye comes in. Iron Fist. Oh, I guess it would have been the other way around. Hold on. I did do that wrong. I gotta back up. I should have KO'd first, which would have changed the card that was on the top of the deck. All right, let me back up a bit. So, hold on. I'm taking Okoye back. I did this out of order. What you're supposed to do is do the KO and then do the escape effect. So, this is what would have happened. I would have done the KO. Okoye would have come in. I'm not trying to metagame here. I'm just trying to do it right. And then, this could KO the rare. It could be worse. Then I reveal this. It's a 3 cost. Okay, so that's what would have happened if I did it in the correct order. So that means I get rid of Fitzsimmons, which is kind of worse. So I have to KO Fitzsimmons. Left-hand side. Also, yeah, it's worse for both sides. So I lose an Okoye too, so it's fair. All right, now we're on track. So that escaped. I KO'd 1 from each side, which is unfortunate. And Iron Fist comes in, who I cannot fight unless I have 3 different heroes. 3 heroes with different costs. Okay, that was a lot. I lost an Okoye. Makes me sad. So I'll play Cypher first. Maybe I'll get another Instinct so I can trigger the first Okoye. Top 2 cards in my deck. Draw 1, discard the other. I'm drawing Hurl Trucks, discarding the Shield Agent. Let's go with To My Last Breath to attack. Let's go with Agents of Wakanda, the rare. Thank goodness I didn't lose that. I did return the... Yes, it's back there. I backtracked because I shouldn't have KO'd that, but thanks for checking. I'm pretty sure I forgot to KO for the first one, so that's back in time, but at least I corrected it for the second one. We're up to 6 activated. You may KO a shield hero or a wound from your hand discard pile. I have a wound right here, but do I have a Grievous on my discard pile? No, I'll just get rid of the one in the discard pile so I can smash this one. So, KO from the discard pile to get 2 more attack, up to 8. And let's hurl a bunch of trucks. Let's go 10 base, and we'll smash both of these cards, the Officer and the Wound, for a total of 14 attack. I could win the game this turn, right? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Oh, no, I can't. I'll be 1 short. Unless I don't care about Iron Fist escaping. Or I could win the game if I don't care about any of them escaping. But I'd rather avoid the escapes. So let's fight the leader. Because escapes do matter. So we're down to 10. So now we'll hit Ego for 5. Although I do want to hit him before a Master Strike pops up. Let's see what this tactic gives me. So maybe I will let Iron Fist escape. Okay, when you draw a new hand of cards into this turn, draw 2 extra cards. Okay, I may not get to an end of this turn if I decide to end it here. And I destroy another space. The bank is gone. He is down to 4 attack. And I have a decision to make, so I shuffle this back in. Oh. We don't do the final blow with Ego, because there isn't a chance for one. It's whenever you destroy the city, good wins. So, no final blow at all. So he's down to 4. I've got 5 attack left. Do I hit Iron Fist? You know what? Since that's the sewers, if I keep waiting for this, the only way I think I don't get... Since the Scheme Twist playing with the card from the villain deck, since the Master Strikes make an extra space, since there's probably just 1 bystander in there, the only way I win without an extra escape is if I pull a bystander or I pull Despair, because he'll go to the Astral Plane directly, and then I can clear the city. But look at the villain deck. What are the odds that I'll get one of those? So we're just going to end it right now because I'm going to get an escape anyway. So yeah, let's go ahead and hit Eco for the last time. For 4. And we have to finish the effect. Because the city's not destroyed yet. I hit him first. So here we go. When you draw... Oh, I got the same one. So I draw 6 cards next turn, but there won't be a next turn. Destroy leftmost city space. Any villain there escape. Shuffle this tactic back into Eco's tactics. So a slightly delayed victory here. Hold on a second. Iron Fist has to escape. He has no escape effect, so I end the game with 1 last escape. Which means... I don't know. I'll KO this Okoye anyway. This American comes in. And we have destroyed the city. Sewers are destroyed, and that is officially a victory. 3 hours later, we did it. All right. Sweet. That was a lot of fun. I hope you guys have fun with this setup. Let's see what the next card would have been. It would have been Zax, who would have come in and escaped, followed by a Master Strike, so I'm glad I ended it when I did, followed by a Sapien League. An excellent way to start the new year. Let's go ahead and resolve predictions, tell you what the VP was, and then I will update all the sheets and stuff for you guys. I hope you guys are okay knowing what the unveiled scheme is. I think you're going to be fine with it. And, that's what you guys decided in chat, and I'm cool with it. So, predictions, and then there's 20 of you watching, so we're going to go raid somebody and pay it forward and give them some views. So please stick around, you get some channel points for that too. I've got to end the prediction. It was a win. Oh, let me pop that up. So we beat Ego. Ego's eliminated. Finally, the scheme is eliminated. There's 25,000 channel points going out. Most of you probably getting those back, but to enjoy those, let me count my VP real quick, and then we will raid somebody. Love Okoye and She-Hulk together. Those are great. Here we go. Left-hand side got 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 15, 16, 17, 20, 22, 26, 27, 31, 32, 33, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41 on the left. And, oh, I got a lot of escapes, too. 41 left. And then on the right, we've got 1, 3, 5, 6, 9, 10, 11, 12, 15, 18, 22, 26, 28, 29, 30, 34, 35, 36 on the right. Okay, escapes. What did I end up with? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And this bystander that was a Singularity investigator doesn't count. That is 6 escapes. 6 escapes. And it was a total of 29 turns. All in all, a pretty good game for this Mastermind Scheme combo, I think. I think the escapes are going to be around there. I might even got one of the lower amounts of escapes in this game. All right, thank you so much for watching this. Good luck with this league. If you don't know what the league is, you can check the link in the description if you're watching on YouTube, or just go to league.beagletopgames.com and you can play this setup along with everybody else who watches and plays and compete for the best rank. It's a lot of fun. I hope you get to participate in 2023. And that's that. Let's go ahead and see who's playing some board games right now that we can throw you over to. What is... I'm going to peek. I always peek to see who's got the top-down overhead set up, because I respect the heck out of that, because I know how hard it is to make that work. Oh, someone's got like 279 views. They don't need... All right, you know what? Someone's playing a really cool... Assorted Meeples is playing some kind of dungeon building game, and that looks really fun, so we're going to go over to them. I will see you guys in the Discord, and back here on Tuesday for probably an MCU stream. And until then, you all take care. Have fun with this one.